ticking. Clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. As it moves closer to the weekend, are you getting a little, here we go. I can't make any mistakes. You know what I'm going to get a kick out of? You're hearing everybody say, look, the 49ers, even the vets, 49ers, youngsters, do what you do. Don't try to do too much. I really got a kick out of that message from E-Man Sanders. Don't try to overdo it. Just do you, and you'll be fine. That's all you got to do. Go out there and play your game. Do the best you can that you've been doing the whole time. Don't try to overdo it. Do not underdo it. Get it done. See, because the nerves are going to be crashing, man. Some of these guys in the playoffs for the first time. Most of our team is in the playoffs for the first time. What am I talking about? Hey, how many? We got Sherm's been there. But, again, we got guys right in the right place. The return of Earl Mitchell is perfect. He can handle, he can get the linemen ready. Sherm's got that secondary, him and Quan. Man, Quan hasn't got any playoff experience, but Quan is just straight up lightning in a bottle. It doesn't matter where Quan has been. Quan be firing people up. It's like Robert Saleh said. I could be in a room and I've got the guys going on whatever concept. If there's a lull in the room, Quan ain't having it. Can you imagine? You're sitting there trying to teach concepts or whatever, and guys are sitting there going, hey, dude, pay attention, man. I'm on this team. We have to work together. If you're the weak link, it ain't going to get done. Wake your ass up, man. See, you got to have those kind of guys. You really do. It helps. Because there are those moments. Because the fun part of football is not the playbook. Because if you play ball before, you get that playbook, you look at it like, oh, man, damn. Oh, see, but playing is what it's all about. And see, that's why the requirement is intensity, focus, get there. It's all one. You got to do them all equally with equal juice. So I'm loving what I'm seeing developing, and this is going to be a first year of playoffs. And next from hey, fam, from here on out, you get this first year of the playoffs under your belt. And don't start winning like we're winning now. You get that. You're like a vampire that has never tasted blood until you got to like a certain point. I'm talking about the not the vampire that was bitten. I'm talking about the true blood, right? The one that was born a vamp, and his mom fed him out of a baby bottle, a bottle full of blood. But at any rate, you get that taste. Now, every year you want to do it again. Niners, on my count. 1, 2, 3, hot boys. So here we go. Hey, all 53 worked out today again, fam. See, this is the thing about having that bye week. Because them dudes in Minnesota having trouble. Stephon Diggs got some kind of condition, and I suspect it stems from stress and lack of rest. This kind of intensity takes it all out of you. They left it all on the field last week when they played against the Saints, right? So you got Stephon Diggs. I don't know what kind of virus he's got other than just angry. And then you got Adam Thielen. It's like he hurt his ankle today. And again, I still think it stems from pushing too hard, too much. Granted, they get paid a lot of money. They're football players. This is what they're supposed to do each and every year. But the human body still don't give a damn about how much you're getting paid. When it gets ready to give up, it's going to give up. Thielen, ankle, Diggs, nobody knows. What we do know is, and they lost. Actually, you know what? Let me look at that injury report. They've got a cornerback. Mackenzie Alexander. He's got some kind of knee thing going on. Stephon Diggs illness, as I said. Jaron Curse, toe and knee. And the limited participant guys are, and did not practice today, the guys I just mentioned. Limited participation. Linville Joseph, Adam Thielen, as I mentioned, with the ankle. And everybody else is pretty much there. They got some ouchies like you're supposed to have. It's always going to be the war of attrition every year with football. And this is why depth is going to carry the 49ers from here on. And it has for like half the season. Fam, we would not be 13-3 if we had the depth we had last year. This team is built to last and keep going and going and going, and that's exactly what they've done. So proud of these guys right now. So, we can look forward to that. Where was I now? Let me get back to, it's Jimmy G Day, by the way, and you already know that. Gee! See, fam, because number one, since 2017, I recognized the talent. I went ahead and said, this dude is going to be something else. He came back the following season. Of course, he got hurt. Patience did not follow him. So you had a huge contingent of people who says, man, this dude is a bust. All right. Now that you've seen Kyle Shanahan's program completely installed, you may have changed that way of thinking. He gets hurt and goes down, and the team turns into what it turns into. And this year, again, comes out a little rocky, a little slow, comes out with that day that nobody will forget. He had 5 INTs in practice. He comes into the game against the Broncos, he's not looking well. People start to question it. I'm still thinking, wait a minute, this dude, I've seen him play a lot better. He just came off that ACL. He ain't played in a year. I'm going to wait. Sure enough, for those who waited, you're seeing what's coming up. He started off the season a little rocky, but if you notice, progressively, looking more and more. That's what I was talking about yesterday. Somebody called in and says, you notice how G's hitting them dudes in stride like he was in 2017? You notice how them passes as laser precision shots. I'm just saying, you know, if you made Ronbo, man, don't talk, man, because I know. I'm not getting mad at you. I understand where he's coming from, and it was warranted to be mad at him at the beginning of the season. So, but this game is going to be used as part of the ongoing measure of Jimmy Garoppolo. His worth this weekend, even Garoppolo had one of the best campaigns, even though he had one of the best campaigns by a quarterback in 49ers history. Chalking up stats in his first full season, 329 of 476 for 3,978 yards. He was that close to having a 4,000-yard season. Oh, that close. And just like Carlos Hyde, when Carlos couldn't get them 1,000-yard seasons, you don't get credit for less than the number. You got to pass the standard. Jimmy missed it by 22. But he did enjoy a 69.1 completion rate, 8.36 yards per attempt with 27 TDs, 13 INTs for a passer rating of 102, making him 4th in franchise history in a single season for yards and completions, and 3rd in completion percentage. He remains a question mark in the minds of so many. There is the question. Do you still continue to question the potential of Mrs. Garoppolo's baby boy? That's what we're jumping on tonight. And also, that's just for the 49ers. Now, he finished the regular season in the top 10 in the NFL. In passer rating, he was 8th. Completion percentage, 5th. Yards per attempt, 3rd. Touchdowns, he's tied for 5th. And while his 13 interceptions ranked 23rd, he threw just 3 in the final 6 games. This is what I'm talking about. The gradual evolution of a star. Jimmy G is progressively getting better and better. Also, you keep in mind, his receivers have gotten better, too. A lot better. Debo out there playing like a 5th-year pro. Emmanuel Sanders, Pro Bowl, say nothing else. Enough said. George Kittle, the omnipotent one. Kendrick Bourne, even though Big Show can't acknowledge it, has become one of the weapons of choice. This is what it's all about, fam. Development until you get to a point, all of a sudden you say, damn. That's what we got right now. We at the damn. So, and it's impressive, as I say, you know, and as impressive as stats might be, though, if his ability to bounce back from mistakes that stand out the most, this is the thing about Jimmy Garoppolo, and Kendrick Bourne noticed it too. I noticed it a long time ago. Most of us probably noticed it. Jimmy G's got an ego. Huge ego. It is always flashing. But when he makes a mistake, nobody's more pissed than he is. Bourne acknowledged he usually gets angry immediately before moving on. According to Elias Sports Bureau data on drives after throwing an interception, Garoppolo went 36 of 39, 923% for 429 yards with 2 touchdowns and no INTs and a pass rating of 129.6. He's also directed 4 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter, 3rd most in the league. And as I say, Kendrick Bourne said, dude is unfazed after he makes a mistake. That's why when Minnesota started talking about, man, we had Jimmy G scared. No, you didn't. He may have got pissed off, but he wasn't scared of nobody. He's already proven that. Fear is not in this dude. So, you know, but fam, I'm a. Let's go ahead and check out. Oh, by the way, fam, you probably already heard about it. I don't know how to tell you this. If you don't, if you haven't been tuning in today around the 49er community, Kello says he's starting. He said it. If you listen to Robert Saleh, notice I call him Robert because he's making me mad too, but I call him Bobby. He trusts Kello, and he says what you saw in that game against the Hawks wasn't exactly perfect, but it wasn't awful by any stretch either. You know, okay, we're going to have to adjust yourself. I think Kello is going to start, fam. Anyway, yeah, Nina Rich noticed it too. Spoon said it himself. He's starting Saturday. First note I see. Gibster says, how did the Vikings pay all of that money for Anthony Barr and not use him? Anthony Barr could be getting used this weekend by Kyle Shanahan. More about that in a minute, though. Jay Tan said, probably like 49 players in practice this weekend. Bring that. This exciting time, you know what I'm saying? Jerry Fresh, what's up, Jay? He said, I hope all has been well, my friend. I miss you. Jerry, man. I just figured you was busy, you know. And Govefi Coffee says, so my birthday is January 11th, and we remind me then, okay? We don't get carried away with it unless it is that time. Hey, what's the date today? Oh, that's your birthday's. Your birthday's on the same day as a game. Okay. Let's do it pregame, okay? Josh One says it's ridiculous. Every NFL analyst is picking the Vikings straight up. Said Kirk knows all Kyle's playbook. Really, how dumb are they? And Pete Prisco was the first guy to jump out there and say the Vikings should take care of the 49ers. I love it. Let him say it. Josh, I haven't heard everybody say it. There's quite a number of people that don't think the Vikings have a chance, so I don't know about all of them. Every analyst. There's been a few guys. I've heard a few that aren't picking the Vikings, including our very own Eric Davis. Oh yeah. Hey, it's going to get Dre Phantom. Dre Phantom.
Ronbo.
Dre. Well, Dre, other than the overwhelming subject of the spoon, let us talk about the G child for a moment. And some of the things that are being said about G down through the season, some of them are warranted, of course. He did have some problems coming down the stretch. But in the second half of the season, I think some of the things are being said. Dre, do you trust Jimmy G going to the playoffs to get it done?
I definitely do. He has done nothing but prove the doubters and sometimes even us when we've had hesitation on what to expect. Though there's been some turnovers and this and that, but overall he's been money. So I'm good to go. And I feel like all these narratives, man, is a bunch of storylines. They got to sell the game. They got to, do all of this and that. But let's see what the real picks are today of the game.
Yeah, because, as I say, Jimmy G has been in a camp for 4 years before he even came here, preparing for this particular situation. I feel like G may be the most qualified dude in camp who has not been on the field playing in these playoffs. Because Jimmy, man, Belichick had him all where he wanted him just in case something happened to Tom during all them Super Bowl runs. And I got a feeling, even if Tom would have went down in any of them Super Bowls, G would have came out there and delivered.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. And then, again, this season, we've been saying it for the last several weeks. We've been battle-tested, and I think we should go on with a lot of confidence. We've been through a lot of different type of games, and I confirmed that yesterday as well. It looks like the rain has ceased for Saturday, so it doesn't look like there will be any rain.
20% chance,
that's
it.
20%. Gotcha, okay. Hey, check this out. Guess who's friends with the enemy?
With
D-
which enemy? We got several. You talking about the Seahawks, the Rams, who?
the Seahawks,
Yeah.
yeah, the Seahawks.
Yeah. Who is
Have you
that?
already heard about this?
Not yet.
Debo
Run me down,
Samuel.
please.
Debo went live with DK Metcalf on Instagram.
Yeah. And what was they talking about?
I kid you not. It wasn't that long of a video. Metcalf was cooking up something and Debo was clowning. They was just joking with each other. Then they tried to add a third person to the live chat and it didn't work, so they ended up ending the chat. So I
Ah,
thought that was interesting to see.
I like that. You know why? Because if you talk to a Seahawks fan, they think they got the best wide receiver in the draft this year. If you talk to us, we know
Right.
damn well Debo's the best wide receiver in the draft this year. But, it's some
Absolutely.
bias involved, most likely.
Yeah, definitely. But that was cool to actually see. So that was funny. But yeah, man.
It is.
You gonna be going on again tomorrow?
No, tomorrow I'm going to take tomorrow off, but we'll be back on Friday. Yeah.
Okay.
Just for the game.
Fair enough.
Because I know I'm gonna yeah. Let's take one more day off, and then Friday be back in here. Yeah, and hit that score ready. And listen to all them announcers talking about, the Vikings will go in there and upset the 49ers after 5 days rest. 49ers had 1 week rest and a whole week, clean, full week to prepare. Okay. Yeah, all right.
All right.
Dumbasses.
I'm listening to them during these press conferences, and they look dialed in, and that's what I want to see. And especially Sherm. Did you see Sherm's presser? He's just like, I'm ready to play. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting from Sherm. He's like, all these questions, let's just play. Like, leave all of that other stuff to the fans and y'all media.
Okay, can you tell? Because the thing is, they've been sitting back, and chomping at the bit, watching everybody else play, and now finally their turn. I think George Kittle says, one thing we haven't done. It's kind of scary. It's kind of weird thing. You either win or what? How do you put it? You got to win or you get one chance to lose. Yeah. so it's
right.
We've never been through that before. So that's gonna be fun. All right.
It is. Hey, we have to get there at some point. So this is it for us. Let's get it.
All right, ready to go. All right, fam. I tell you what, I'm gonna look for you to Friday. All right.
Friday it is. All right, have a good one.
You too, fam. And 49 Gangers says lies. All Vikings are healthy. Maybe. But not according to report. I don't know. Hey. Owen Sullivan, of course. If the Hawks beat the Pack, will you give us credit? Yeah, I wouldn't have any choice. I still think bad things about your team, but I'll give you credit when you get it. I ain't giving you credit for beating the Eagles. Eagles that lost the starting quarterback, got most of the team out. Come on now. Hey, Mel. Mel. Yo, Mel.
Yeah, what's good, my bro?
Oh, Mel, I thought I'd look at the issue tonight. The man, the soon-to-be a myth, the one-day Niner legend, Jimmy G. says, the boys, he's got numbers. He's been looking good since pretty much week 8. I'm feeling pretty good about what's going on now. But what do you think about G? Are you concerned with him leading us through the playoffs, or is he going to be the choke that a lot of people are actually expecting?
There's no concern and no doubt in my mind that this dude is going to be an absolute stud in the playoffs. No doubt. Even if you try to go to how many interceptions he threw, first of all, 50% of those interceptions were not his fault. They were tipped balls that landed in the defense's hands.
Agreed. I get so tired of arguing with people about that, but yes, true.
Right. And secondly, we had a lot of crucial moments this season, whether it was going into halftime or whether it was, to win the game. And no matter how he played during the game, whether it was he was having a great game or a rough game, no matter what, when it came down to the moment where he needed to be perfect, he was perfect every single time. There's not one time where he let us down. not once.
Every
So,
time.
and right, and we're talking high pressure situations. So he showed his character this season, man. In every single high pressure situation, he got it done. So there's no reason for me to doubt that he's going to do it now. And yes, while being a veteran, as far as the starting position, is not really his deal because he hasn't been a starter, but he's been in the league for a long time. The dude is a vet. He's seen the preparation it takes to go into the playoffs, win championships. He knows what it looks like. And, and that's exactly what he was doing in New England. So just because Tom Brady was starting doesn't mean that Jimmy wasn't in the film room putting in the work. It doesn't mean that he, wasn't taking it seriously or anything like that. He was practicing as though Tom could go down and I might have to save it. So, man, this dude knows what he's doing.
Absolutely.
He's only inexperienced when it comes to
Being
quote unquote
on the
being a
field.
starter. Right.
That's it.
But so yeah,
But he's fixed that
I'm
though,
not
Mel.
scared.
Whole season, no sitting down, not 1 minute, every snap except for maybe a couple. G's been on that field. He's learning, and Kyle's offense is like something that don't take easy for anybody to learn. He's got it.
Right. And honestly, if I can, speak candidly and honestly here, I honestly truly believe that I'm going to knock on wood, God forbid something happens to Jimmy. I also trust Nick Mullins, to be honest with you. I think he can go in there and get it done.
I agree. And did you hear what Nick said? He has learned a lot from watching both Drew Brees and Jimmy work. That weekend, dude is like a sponge anyway. Mullins, if something happened to Jimmy and we was like needed a half a game or so to win, I believe Mullins would go in there and get it done.
No doubt. There's not a doubt in my mind.
Really do.
Yep. Yeah, so like I was saying, man, I'm not nervous. I think we got this. So,
yeah. Spoon has already told everybody he's playing this weekend. There's been no confirmation, but the 49ers front office and everybody else involved in any decision making like that ain't gonna say anything until game time.
Well, if that's true and if that's the case, I have to say this, and I'll end it with this. We had a lot of Niners fans complaining for the last, 2.5, 3 years, ever since Lynch and Shanahan came in. They complained about every single decision that those guys made, whether it was a draft pick that they chose, whether it was an offense or personnel. And I'm consistent, and I've consistently been the one to say, listen, I understand that you guys are smarter than every NFL GM, but they're there and you're here. So what you're implying with what you say is that you know more than they do and know better than they do. So that's been my stance and my position. But I got to be honest, if Akello Witherspoon is not just a starter, I can see if he's starting in a role like the way that they do it with Tevin Coleman, where he's the starter in name only, basically. He's out there for, a few series, and then he's to the bench with it. So if that's what they're doing with Akello, okay. But if they intend on keeping him in this whole game, Ronbo, this will be the first time I question.
I know. And if it is, I got a feeling it's going to be a short leash. Mel, I'm going to see you Friday, fam. All right? Good stuff
Yes,
as usual.
sir. No doubt. All right, my bro. Good to talk to you.
Always, Mel. All right, fam. Have a good night. And as I look to the board here, it says, local 49ers fan. Thank you, fam, for the contribution. He says, it seems like all the haters are here except Rudy. Don't act Cardinal fans. Rudy reappears like the Rams' money. I still think Rudy is creeping around under. I think he's on the lam and using names. He's got to be an incognito. Some of the things I read, it's Rudyisms. And Big Show, hey, he says, I was a lone wolf on here defending Akello, remaining a starter. If you need a defense attorney, contact the T&T law firm and ask for a Big Show extension 4949. Show! I like your face, Show. And listen, just like Mel said, if indeed the 49ers do go with Spoon, I'm going to relax. I really am. Because I figure they know what they're doing. comes a time when you cannot question people in that organization. Now, when you go 13-3, we need to hush about a certain few things. But like Mel says, though, if Spoon is out there starting, we're all going to be scratching our head, though. Big show. Thanks for the contribution, too, fam. Hey, let's go. Hey, Dion.
What's going on, brother?
Dion, I'm sitting here thinking, at this point in the season, I figure go ahead and rain upon praises upon one Jimmy G. I'm doing that tonight, but you know what? The question is, do you have the faith? Do you really believe Jimmy G can take us to the promised land? Somebody go hit me up and say no.
Man, we have this game is turning out to be a beautiful thing. I'm so confused with Shanahan and with Salah because all they keep. I mean, it could be a chess move where they don't want to reveal who's going to start. But with them continually backing Akello, like man, he played a great game, and Salah's like, oh well, what if he was cleaning up somebody else? Salah, you vote for anybody, bro. Like that's what you're supposed to do. You coaches to go ahead and hype your guys up. You don't want to have them know that you lose faith in them. At least not in the media. But behind closed doors, I'm 100% sure they're looking at email and going, you're Saturday, right? Okay, I just wanted to make sure you was good. Okay.
Whatever you hear, no matter what you hear or see, we done told you.
Yeah, and then I heard that Diggs didn't practice, and neither did Thielen. Thielen hurt his ankle today.
I read that too. Somebody in the chat said it's all lies. I don't think you need to lie about that, though. I think it's true.
No, and then you can't get them reports from ESPN and all these rival sources, and so all of them are running around saying that Vikings players are hurt, and then they just doing it just
for doing it. No, that's real.
You guys will not report
this
stuff if it's not real. I feel like looking like this. If Thielen is hobbled, and I looked at the last playoff game, Kirk Cousins threw for I believe about 268 yards, and you know where most of his yards went? Adam Thielen. Stephon Diggs was on the sideline looking like, why you ain't throwing me? Last time I checked, the Minnesota Miracle happened because of me. I was the one who caught the ball touchdown. But looks like it looked like Adam Thielen is the only person you know. Adam Thielen had 129 out of those 200 and some odd yards that Kirk Cousins had. And the only touchdown that he threw was in overtime to Kyle Rudolph. So if our pass is what it used to be, and D4 can stay healthy for the rotational amount of snaps that he has went ahead that he should be due for in this game, then we'll be fine. Mm-hmm. With everybody healthy and perfectly fine, then we won't have anything to worry about as far as on the back end or anything. Spoon won't be. You can target Spoon all day. You know why? Because he'll be able to drive him on the ball. Why? Because Kirk Cousins ain't gonna have but a second or two to be able to sit there and do it. This isn't gonna be like all the others. Because if you remember, first half of the season when we had everybody,
Spoon was on it. He was doing a great job.
Yeah. And we had 11. We held opponents to 11 points per game.
Mm-hmm. And if they got anything extra, it was in the fourth quarter.
Exactly. It was garbage time. Like they weren't really doing much. And then in the half, you've seen a little bit of a drop off because of the injuries. But if everybody's back to playing football the way that we have, Kirk Cousins is going to have a hell of a time trying to breathe in the pocket. Even trying to go through your reads. You try to go through 1, 2, and 3, he's hitting you.
Too late.
You're going to have to go 1,
getting through 2.
Possibly 2.
That's it.
Maybe. So it's going to be harsh, man, but this is going to be a beautiful game. And I can tell you, I believe with all certainty that we're going to go in there and actually, bully them. I feel like we're going to beat that offensive lineup. The offensive line has no hope against our pass rush.
Because they got one guy. And look for Kyle to take the weak link may be Barr because they're playing him in a very strange position. Every now and then he falls into the slot. Hey guys, everybody, watch film of that last Minnesota game. They're doing some strange things. I don't know what the defensive coordinator is thinking. Some of the things he's doing plays right into Kyle's hands. Kittle and company will tear that up in the middle. We got to wait till Friday to talk about that because we're out of time now, though.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Man, well, hey, look, I will see you on Sunday, the day before the game, and Ronbo. We are going to be so hyped. I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to explode in Arizona just because of this one game. Like, you're going to hear us in Santa Clara. That's how
good.
we're going to be for this specific game because we haven't been to the playoffs in a minute. And this is,
Oh,
I feel like this is our chance for that Super Bowl run, man. We got the perfect team to do it.
man. And everything's looking up. All right, fam. And all got them hungry players, too. All right, D. I'll see you Friday, fam. Oh, man. And Owen Sullivan has something else he wants to say. He says, I'm not necessarily a hater, just a Hawks fan. Faithful Empire. I was also lone wolf defending Akello. From the very beginning, it's a good day he's starting. Let's go represent Sacktown. Akello. There was, woo, yes. And Eric Meisner, he says, you should release a Ronbo album singing Happy Night of Birthday and Ooh La La. It's a big show. Well, you buy that every year? Guys cannot encourage me, man. I'm already silly enough. All right. Thanks, guys, for those contributions, too. Really appreciate that. Because, the fact of the matter is, it's all about the 49ers being able to contain the Vikings to keep this game. The 49ers are not going to have any trouble scoring against the Vikings. People are trying to make it out like their defense is going to be able to get in there and just, they're going to work the middle, they're going to work Garland, and they're going to work Brunskill, and they're just going to get in there and destroy. No, they're not. They're going to have some moments, but as far as taking it away from Kyle Shanahan, no. Hey, Keith.
What's up, Ronbo?
Keith, G-time.
Huh?
We're paying homage to a quarterback that's just now getting back to where he should be. Got the playbook down, knee ain't hurting. He's got his receiving crew out there looking good, catching everything. Should have had 4,000 yards, and he didn't start playing well until about week 6. So, what do we got here? I mean, Keith, what do you think about Jimmy G? Can we trust him to take us beyond round 1?
All right, Ronbo, do you know what Keith this is?
Let's see. Could you be? See, Keith is. Wait a minute. Robert's brother, Keith. I'll bet.
Yeah. You got it, huh? You got it, huh?
He's a Viking fan.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. I see. You got it, huh?
See, because
Hey,
my
listen,
brother's name is Keith, and he's a Viking fan. I just realized as soon as you
Right.
asked me that question, who it's got to be, because it ain't my brother Keith. Y'all sound a little different, but still talk the same stuff.
Hey man, I listened to y'all broadcast on Monday, I think. And
Yeah, your brother
I had a
brought you up.
conversation with my brother.
Yes.
Right. And what happened was, we've been low key all year. I've been telling Robin, if we're not there, I often root for you guys.
All right.
So I told my brother all season, don't drink the Kool-Aid, just let it happen. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, just let it happen. Every week, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Even when he was like, oh man, we suck. I said, don't drink the Kool-Aid, just let it happen. And then I think back while I spoke to you about, I didn't like the Cousins thing. We had a conversation when we first got Cousins, and I told you I didn't care for Cousins.
Right.
And you were telling me, well, give him a chance. We'll see where it is. He did show me a little something last week. I was impressed.
Yeah,
But what I didn't like about Monday was the vibrato I was getting from the fans, the 49er fans. Let's just hope for a good game. It could go any way.
Keith, you
it
want
could
some
go
respect,
any way
don't
in
you?
a one-game playoff. Right, because it ain't like either team didn't work hard to get where they're at.
That's a good point.
Obviously, y'all worked hard. Y'all worked hard enough to get to y'all position. I am a little bit flustered behind the whole Diggs and Cousin thing, and I can understand, Diggs' argument. And it kind of looks like he's leaning towards everybody but him. But like I said, anything
Keith,
can happen.
But Keith, I have a question. What's Diggs' history? Because we're not watching him every week and seeing what he's doing. Has Diggs been
what's happening
an
is
attitude?
he's not targeting him. He's not
Okay.
targeting him. It's almost like the last caller that you spoke with, I agree with him. Last time I checked, Diggs was our big playmaker. When we need a play, he would make it.
Okay.
Thean would, but he was just coming off an injury. So maybe Cousins' thought process was, y'all expect for me to throw the dig, so I'm going to give Thielen the ball. Because, remember, he's been injured too. He's been injured for the past 2-3 weeks.
Thielen, yeah.
So, right, he's been out. So maybe he was trying to get him work. But remember that first play that he did, if you watch the game, he made a big error. You understand? That was a big error. I was like, oh, come on. Now, let's not start like this. But he made right on it in the end. But my problem is anything can happen Saturday. We can go in there and get blown out. Anything can happen.
Or blow somebody out, right?
Right. Anything can happen. So when I listened on Monday, I was very disappointed. I was like, listen, there's a difference between confident and there's a difference between just understanding that this is a one-game playoff. Y'all whole season can be erased with one bad game, and any team can have it.
It has happened before. But Keith, here's a question I want to ask you about Diggs. Normally, through the course of the season, if he's targeted enough, does he still bring? Is he pleasant? Does he? You know, what I'm concerned with is Diggs a problem child? Is he a diva? I didn't even realize that.
He's never known
until this
until 2 years ago, after the miracle catch, when he, because I believe we gave him that contract. Once he got that contract, I think he started worrying about everything but football like he should. I don't think he's being targeted. Now remember, Cousins wasn't there when he made that catch. Cousins came the year after. Cousins don't target him like the other guys did, other quarterbacks did. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't value him the same way.
And it's clear. We're watching. We see that. But, here's what I wonder, though. How come the coach doesn't pull Stephon? They're afraid of him? If I'm the coach, and I'd be the worst coach in the world as far as players coach, I'd pull Stephon to the side and close the door. Yo, Stephon.
You're right.
I'm trying to distribute the ball so we can win the game. If you can't play your role, you know what I'm going to do, don't you? I'll have you sitting next to me, and I'll play the second string, third string, fourth string. I'm in charge here. I would do it. Right. I'd get mad. I'd do it.
I believe in that philosophy as well. But you know what the problem is? Yeah. We'll do more harm to us than we do good. Because playing a team like y'all, we need all our weapons. We don't need, you understand what I'm saying? We need every weapon. We're not going to beat y'all with half our arsenal. We need everything.
You know what, Keith, we're out of time, but I wish you good luck with that. Tell you what, we'll talk about respect, I guess, after Saturday.
After Saturday, I will be calling you, and I want to make this last statement. If y'all should take us out,
okay,
I'll be repping my 49ers hat all the way throughout the rest of the playoffs.
Ooh, look at that.
On behalf of my brother, I'm going to do that.
I understand
on behalf of my brother and your brother, I'm going to do that.
My Keith won't do that. See, that dude, he'll just be sending me nasty text messages and talk about what I was like when we was children and all that. It gets real crazy with him.
That's not cool.
But yeah.
That's not cool. Well, listen, I'm not going to hold you, man. Go ahead. I'll be calling you, man. What I do is I try to three-way it next time with my brother.
All right, fam. That'd be so cool.
Okay?
All right. All right. Can you say hi to Robin? Hey, Robin, what's up? All right, fam. Talk to you later.
I tell him you said what up, bro.
I don't call him fam. You check it. Well, he is. He will be after this week if something goes wrong.
Absolutely.
Good night, Keith.
See you later.
Oh, God. Hey, Okie Diner, I see you. Okie Diner says all these analysts talking like Vikings will upset. Okay, now you guys remember, everybody's watching the same people. Because I've not seen these guys yet. Of course, I haven't been paying a lot of attention to them, too. Okie Diner also goes on to say, every game, I'm optimistic we win. 24-20, we win. And it could be a good game. So far, the playoff games, with the exception of the Hawks and Eagles, has been a pretty good game, actually. Yeah, Tennessee. Well, Green Bay mentioned Tennessee. Oh, was that a good game? I'm not sure. Maybe not. That did not look like the Patriots. Hey, Charles. Charles.
Hello?
Hey, Charles, right here, man. Where you at?
How you doing there, Ronbo?
All right, Charles. I thought I'd take tonight out and dedicate it to Jimmy G. I want to know, are there any folks that really doubt that Jimmy G hasn't hit his fourth gear, or at least getting ready to hit that fourth gear and really hike this thing into motion so people could be talking about nothing but Jimmy G come Sunday? should I say Saturday evening, did you see Jimmy G? I think we can put to rest any conversation about his capabilities from here. I'm looking for that to happen.
Hey, Ronbo, before I get into that, I want to apologize. When I told you Marquise Goodwin had a healthy child, I was reading an article, and it just said it's a healthy child, but it hasn't been born yet. So I want to apologize for informing you guys.
Nobody else chimed in on that, so I don't know. Okay, so the baby hasn't been born yet. Okay. Well,
But
at least
it's healthy, so it's healthy.
a healthy fetus, yeah.
It's 31 weeks in, which is it's going to be born soon. Matter of
9
fact.
times 4. Yeah, soon, actually. 4 or 5 months.
All right,
Actually, at this point, it could be any time, unless it's late. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, anyway, let's get back.
Get back to football. Yeah.
Yes. So I watched the video, and I seen some Viking D lineman by the name of Daniel Hunter saying Jimmy G was scary. Jimmy G,
Was
you
it
hear that?
Hunter? Okay. Because I know it's one of them.
Jimmy G, you hear that?
Yeah, no, I
calling
remember
you
right after the
scared.
game, I was saying, who is this dude? Yeah, but I remember it. Yeah.
I'm not saying anything. I'm like, Jimmy G, you hear this man? He's calling you scared. He's saying you did not want to play. Everson Griffin was saying, there was a video of him talking ish to Jimmy all game, saying the same thing. He was scared. That's when Jimmy G had a 4-12 team. This time, Jimmy G has George Kittle, Emmanuel Sanders, Debo Samuel, the best play caller in football, and
don't
running
forget about
game.
Don't forget about that running back group either. Well, that's a tough running back.
A running game that will just take your soul, run you out of the field. Daniel Hunter, are you scared?
No,
You guys
somebody had to
I
ask
haven't heard
him.
you all week. You guys are keeping that same energy, Daniel Hunter. Daniel Hunter, I want you to keep that same energy when you come to Levi this Saturday. I want to hear you I want to hear you I want to hear you all game long. Don't get quiet now that Jimmy G has some help now. Don't get quiet now.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to him. You know, G has not forgotten that. I don't care how long ago it was. G's probably saying, "Where's that guy that's supposed to be scaring me?" All right, let's
And
let's
Ronbo,
go.
this is Jimmy G's first playoff game. He's technically been in the playoffs before. He knows the atmosphere. But Ronbo, how do you think he'll fare that night? What do you think he'll do?
Honestly, I'm looking forward to be a signature game, one that we're going to be talking about for a long time. He's been waiting for this stage for how many years? Probably at least 2, because the first 2 years he's probably in awe.
He said he was better than Brady. So that
when
tells
he
you
first
something.
came in the league, I know. He's got that kind of attitude. You can tell he's got a huge ego. Jimmy does think he's better than most people. He is, actually.
He believes it too.
Yeah. And that's what a quarterback
that's what I
needs
like.
to be.
And that's something that he has, which is called confidence, that we need to Kello Witherspoon to get.
That's another
Speaking
story.
of Kello, Ronbo,
We got to pull up,
without
fam.
further ado, I know. Can you give me an installment?
We can't do it now. We're too late now. Look, bring that installment Friday, all right? Because we're out of
All
time
right,
now, fam. But Charles,
Damn,
I'll be looking for you.
I'll get in my zone, Rambo. I appreciate the platform as always, Rambo, and I'll see you on Friday.
Be looking forward to it, Charles. Have a great night, fam.
All right.
Let's see. Oh, okay. As Eric Weiser said, he says, Hope Falcons game was a blessing in disguise. Teaching Green, handling goal line, Hawks win. Not underestimate teams. Play every game 100% like a threat. And guys, remember, Eric, thanks for that contribution. Remember, this is a playoff game. You're not going to get any complacency in this game. Actually, when you think about that Falcons game, the 49ers did play as if they were bored. But if George Kittle doesn't fumble, you can't say anything bad about George. I'm just saying what happened. George Kittle was going to get that first down. You know that, right? Of all the things that never happens, George Kittle switches hands and loses the ball. The Falcons just got blessed on that play. George was going to get that first down. Game would have been over. Hey, Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil, as you noticed, tonight we're playing homage to Jimmy G or not. Phil, you know what the thing is? I already know how you feel about Jimmy G.
Jimmy G's going to be fine. He's played in too many pressure-packed games.
And done well.
I mean, come on. He's played more pressure-packed games than probably any quarterback this season.
Actually,
and so
right. You are right. Nobody's faced as many games
I'm
in the
not
last
worried
quarter.
about Jimmy G.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about Jimmy G.
Yeah, Phil, you're right. The gauntlet, the Steelers game, the Hawks game
Ravens?
just 2 weeks ago, Ravens,
And
we should have could have won
and-
that game if Kyle would have managed that clock a little differently. Jimmy's been through hell and
Jimmy
usually came
stands
out
up
on
through
top.
Weather. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about it at all. I'm not worried about anything, actually.
I know, right? So I don't know what the analysts are talking about.
You know what? I do want to make out a couple of points. Is that the Niners renegotiated Weston Richburg's contract.
When?
And so they're going to save about $4.5 million on that. And
Hey, Phil, when did that happen? In the last 24 to 48 hours?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And they also renegotiated Quan Williams' contract. They saved another $4 million off of that.
You know, Parad's got bonuses and incentives. Incentives are raising in Santa Clara.
Guaranteed money. You know, it's guaranteed money versus non-guaranteed money. So, you know, it's just these guys with injury history, they give them, you know, guaranteed money, and everything works out. And I think they got enough money now to sign Armstead. I'm hoping they can sign Samuel. I mean, not Samuel, but
what position?
Wide receiver.
Okay, because Samuel's the only guy that's
Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders, right? Because
I think Emmanuel Sanders is a perfect match for this team.
Oh yeah,
and
his
if
style.
They sign him for another 1 or 2 years. I think they're great. And he's another guy that has Super Bowl experience. So you know, he's a guy that is a veteran presence that's going to help the team. But the other thing is, I think D Ford makes a major difference in this team. Oh, major difference.
Because now you can't use all your resources on Bosa, because you know, that's what I like about that.
And with Quan, oh man, we're healthy other than DJ Jones and Richburg.
Yeah.
Those are the only two starters that we don't have playing now.
But I do wish we did. Richburg was having a great year, and DJ Jones, we didn't even know he was that good. Yeah, whoa. So.
But you know what? We're pretty healthy, actually.
Yeah, compared to other teams.
And when you look at Minnesota, their two corners are hurt.
I know.
And their safety.
I can't wait for this game.
Two of them are out for sure because they're getting surgery.
Yeah, I know. The first one, I noticed his name. Phil, we're out of time. Phil, I'll see you Friday, and let's see what develops between now and then. And I want to see if this Stephon Diggs drama develops even further. How is he just...
Diggs has the flu.
Yeah.
And if he had what I had, it's going to last a month.
Oh! All right, Phil. I'll see you Friday.
All right, Ronbo.
Have a good night.
Take care.
Thanks, Phil.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's hear this. Let's get it out of the way, and then we'll tell you what it means for the weekend.
Sacramento is coming back to the starting lineup.
What are you watching, Justin?
I'm listening to music, actually.
The guy was talking. I thought he was saying things about, yes, has been confirmed. Kello Witherspoon will be in the starting lineup this weekend. I thought you were near celebrating.
I am celebrating. My whole town is celebrating Sacramento. Sacramento. Kello Witherspoon. He's back in the starting lineup. Like Big Show said, like I've been saying, we've been a lone wolf over here defending the Kello. He deserves it. He deserves it. Now, some people may not like it, but trust. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good, though.
It better be, Justin, because we cannot afford for it not to be. You know what? And Justin, you guys are not the lone wolves. I was the one telling people about his last season exit and how good he was looking.
That's true.
At the beginning of the season, he was looking magnificent. He just recently turned to whatever that is he turned to. Do you know that he allowed 3 touchdowns, 1 got called back? I am concerned about what is going on with him. It's not characteristic. I agree.
No pass rush.
He's supposed to look better than
No
that.
pass rush.
Okay, but
No pass rush.
all right. There's no
pass
argument
rush.
about that. I wasn't happy with the pass rush either. But still, do you have to let every touchdown be on you? Can you stop at least one? Come on, Spoon. He's better than that. Because I know he's better than that. I really do,
I know. Yeah. If you look at him, how he was in college, he had a same issue. His second year of college, everybody was like, "Oh, this guy's not really good." Then when he came back to his junior year of Colorado, he had a bounce back. Then people started saying, "Oh, he's really good. He might be a 3rd round, 4th round." Luckily, the Flyers picked him up. So I'm saying, give this guy a chance. Give this guy a chance to see. Let him play with the starters. You got K-Wall coming back. You got Kwasky coming back. You're telling me that Marcel Harris is better than Kwasky? No.
You have a point there. That's a solid point. Maybe the fact that some people were out, Marcel Harris is not. Marcel Harris did a good job, but he's not Kwasky.
No. He had 2 dropped interceptions, by the way, too. He had 2 dropped interceptions, 2. One against the Rams and 1 against the Seahawks.
Yeah. Also, you got Quan back there again. A lot of these things all fit together. If some piece is missing, I still want him to stay on his technique. I'm seeing some things that I know when I see it what he's doing wrong, and I'm wondering why he's doing it over and over. He's gonna be all right. I'm sure they're showing him on the film. Spoon, because the coaches, what they'll do is they'll stop the film. All right, I'm gonna run that back. All right, tell me what are you thinking here? What's going on here? Coach, you know what? Yeah. And then before you get to giving your excuse, all right, stop. You listen. Here's what we're going to do, and then you run out and do drills and make the guy feel stupid for what he did. There's ways to handle. Yeah. I just want Spoon to learn from his mistakes and move on. Don't keep doing the same thing over again. Oh,
the key thing to win this game as well is turnovers for the defense. If we create turnovers for this defense, the offense is going to feel that fire. And the offensive line needs to eliminate pressure because the Vikings game the Vikings games that we faced them the first time, there was a lot of pressure on Jimmy G. That's why there was 3 interceptions. Too much pressure, turnovers. He had 3 interceptions. So
yeah, but remember one of them was Kendrick Bourne running the wrong route. Yeah, Kendrick is on his right. Jimmy's throwing to a spot on the left, picked off. So these are things that they were still installing the playbook. Now that Jimmy G has moved on from there. So three INTs in the last 6 games. That's not bad.
Yeah, and this offensive line needs to contain the defense. If you can contain the defense and eliminate the run, because we've been a good running team so far. We've been a good running, not so much the goal line formation, but outside runs, not so much, not too much. We've been good at the runs, but we have the number 1 pass defense as well. So I think it's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, and I do too. All right, Justin, we ran out of time. I'm going to see you Friday and have the score ready. See what else develops between now and then.
Yes, sir. All right, hello, time to shine, baby. Let's go.
You and Spoon. You and Show. All right, fam. Have a good night. Hey, yo, John V, I see you. He says, Ronbo, my man, one of these damn days, I hope to call in and meet you. For now, I believe Jimmy has the Slayer mentality. See, John, you're seeing what I'm seeing, all right? Jimmy's not going to be made to look bad. From his pedigree, Jimmy's looking to kick butt. I'm also impressed by Sherman and how much he's been helping Kittle and the wide receivers prep. See, that's the thing. We got just the right kind of vets. You put them together along with Quan out there making people crazy. It's a great thing. What could this be? Razor! I love talking to Razor, man. I ain't talked to Razor in such a long time.
Ronbo.
Razor!
Long time no talk.
That's true, but I ran your tape has it been a week or so? And do you know the Big Show did not even say thanks? Show, I've been waiting for you, man. I was going to wait to give you a chance. Since Razor's on the phone, how come, Big Show, you didn't say, oh, wow, did Razor go out and get that for me? And then I would have said, yes. And you're supposed to say thanks, Razor. But you didn't do it, Show. God. All right, Razor. You can let him have some, too.
He should thank you to nobody.
And then he accused me of having a large poster on my ceiling of Kendrick Bourne. Big Show, you ain't right, man. Hey, Razor. Hey, but Razor, what are your thoughts on Jimmy G, man, and anything else? Because we haven't heard from you in a long time. Run it down. I'll be quiet and listen.
All right, so I didn't think Kirk Cousins would pull it off last week versus Spain, but he's never really had a running game like this before in his career. So having Cook helps him a lot because obviously it takes off the pressure from the defense trying to stop the pass, and they have the respect to run. So I mean, we have to shut down Cook. We had to put everything on Cousins. He has weapons, but I mean, there's a reason why he didn't get re-signed to the Redskins because they don't believe in him, in which I don't believe in him either because quarterbacks do not hit the market like that. They don't. There's something wrong with you to hit the market like that.
Especially a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, he's good, but he's not going to beat a team by himself. He needs Cook. Like that throw to Thielen.
Best throw of his life.
He made that throw, but guess what? The play before that, Marshawn Lattimore, their best cornerback, he got injured last play, and he picked on him real quick. So I doubt to make that throw if Lattimore's in the game.
Right, Razor, I was getting ready to say, what was up with cover one on that coverage? I said, wait, where? No, that's it? It's one-on-one? And he's already beat?
Yeah, Lattimore got hurt the play before that. Cousins like, all right, I think that he got hurt. Let me take it over to you. I mean, he made a few plays that game, but the team is the defense is really prepared for Cook, the Saints defense. So I mean, we have to stop Cook, and especially the Saints defense. They have a horrible pass D.
I know, right? Because look how many points we scored. So that's one of the highest games of the year, other than the Panthers. We ate that secondary up.
Yeah, and we were supposed to lose that game, being on the road back-to-back weeks.
Yes.
We played Green Bay, Baltimore, and then the Saints. That's a tough schedule. No one really gives us credit for that. But you know what? I don't care because they're not a Fernando fan. They don't understand that we haven't had a bye since week 4, and our team's beat up, and we're still in the number 1 seed. I don't care what they say. And Kirk Cousins, they will lose. They will lose this week. I'm not being biased. I've never been biased. But Kirk Cousins coming to the West Coast. He's not going to leave the winner.
5 days rest, and you gonna come in and beat up the 49ers? I don't think so. I really don't.
Yeah, I'm not being biased at all. I just don't. I really do not feel with Kirk Cousins like he's a definition of choke.
How many INTs, Razor? It sounds to me like you're talking about INTs coming up in this game.
If we stop Cook, there's going to be a lot of INTs.
Will Spoon be one of them?
No, I don't see it. I mean, I see. You know what? Honestly, I see Quan gain interceptions.
Hey, because it could be a lot of short routes. You're right. Because you cannot sit there and wait for a deep route to develop. It is going to be smooth. We're going to have to our edges, our wide, our outside defenders are going to have to come up and make a lot of tackles. That means linebackers are going to be in position to make plays. Razor, I think you're right. It's either going to be Fred or Quan. Razor, I wish we had more time. Razor, we're going to talk. Yeah, I'll get the contact with you. We need to get Razor in here and get some more stuff from him. Razor, we got to go now, though, fam. Let me see you Friday, if nothing else. All right?
All right. Okay. See ya.
There's Razor. And Razor is normally not, but he's serious. He's not biased. Him and Emilio will never, ever, they have no homer in them. Big Will! Dollar bill.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh my God.
But we'll take a couple of aspirin because we're all going to be doing that, and try to relax. It's going to be okay. If they say Spoon is ready to roll, Spoon is ready to roll.
I hope what Solid did today was PR.
I don't think so. I think he's serious. I really do. I can see that look in his face. Solid don't do that. Shanahan does.
All right, let me recollect my thoughts. I'm kind of
talk about Jimmy G for a minute anyway, because tonight Jimmy G is supposed to be the focus as to whether we can believe in him going forward.
Yeah, exactly. Let me start with him. Jimmy G, man, he's our guy, man. He's a franchise quarterback. He's the one guy we've been waiting on for a long time. This man been battle tested, been doubted, crucified, anything you can imagine. It happened to him, and we 13-3 because of him, man.
Mm-hmm. He comes through.
We won. We won by double digits. We won by single digits.
Put hamburgers on people.
We won by field goals. We won in weather conditions. We even won by 6 inches. Man, Jimmy G, man, he's a stud, man, and I have no words about him going into the playoffs. I mean, he's been under Tom Brady in the playoffs, so he understands the environment. He understands the preparation. So coming from an organization where you have Tom Brady as your quarterback,
Belichick he installing that discipline.
He's been through it, so it won't be too big for him. So he's gonna thrive, man. He's more. The last few games of the season, it seems like he's been more relaxed. He
looks like he's in control.
In control.
Yep.
Yeah, man. He's loosening up. He's laid back. He's chilling with the receiver sometimes, man. Before the game starts and whatnot. So
dropping them laser-like dimes. Boy, that stuff is just. I stick at Debo. Bam.
Right. So it's like a new breath of like a new breath of fresh air for him. So he gonna be all right, man. I mean, like Emmanuel Sanders said in his interview, don't try to do too much. Whatever you're doing during the regular season, continue to do it. Continue to be yourself, and the whole team understand that, including Jimmy G. So
don't reach, don't overdo it. Just do your thing.
Yeah. Right, do your thing. And plus, you got Kyle Shanahan as your coach, man. I'm telling you right now, he's about to open up that playbook, man, and we about to see things we ain't never seen before. This is a do or die. And you know how lethal this man Kyle Shanahan is. He's like a viper, man. Once he strikes you, you're dead. So
dude's running wide open. Wide open.
I'm telling you so.
With 30 yards of real estate between them and the next dude standing over it. You always see a question mark on the defender. I love when that happens.
Exactly, man. But the offense is ready, man. Offense is ready. Defense side of the ball, man. What a time to have everybody back.
Right.
D4, man.
Oh.
But oh my God! Now we got to go to the. Okay, Ronbo.
Be nice.
I'm telling you, man. I'm not feeling it, man. I'm not feeling it. You got Facebook groups are terrified about this too. I'm on Facebook, and they not liking Spoon being picked as the starter. What kind of DB do you know that stands right next to a receiver, see the ball coming,
and waits
and
until he
still
catches
get
the ball.
Nick Cooks in the Rams game. He stood right beside that man, and that ball was coming. He lunged at the ball, and fall down like a little kid.
And the thing is,
If
well,
I was
he's
running
standing
for
flat-footed. The first thing you learn is to get up on your. Like you said, the ball is coming. He sees the ball coming. He sees the receiver break. Spoon, what are you watching him for? Bust back. You see the direction, trajectory of the ball automatically tells you what you should do next. Spoon!
Ronbo. I used to play that position. If that was me and Brandon Cooks would be fighting. We'd be fighting because I'd be trying to rip that ball out of his hand, man.
Shit.
I mean, Mosley got more dogs than Witherspoon.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. Witherspoon, when he locks in on the receiver, like when it's toe for toe, he's with the receiver. He just don't finish on the play. He's not aggressive enough. Emmanuel Mosley is a dog, man.
He doesn't get to jump.
He's a certified dog.
Will, we out of time, though. Well, let me see Friday. And who knows, Will? We may be comforted in knowing something to make us feel better going into Saturday. Otherwise, we could be a nervous wreck. All right, Phil. I'll see you Friday.
All right, man. Take it easy, man.
You too. Oh. And I see, and there's a big show. This is Kirk Cousins. This is Jameis Winston of the NFC North. Jorge, what's up, fam? Thanks, Jorge. I like the hippo dude, man. I tell you. Oh, by the way, Jimmy T is now the Dallas Cowboys defensive line coach. How do you like that? Isn't that something? Jimmy T. Carlos! Carlos! It's the umpire. Carlos, you got to come in and you got to talk like Chewy. And I'll interpret. Carlos! We're going to run out of time, Carlos.
What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, Carlos, I like the Empire stuff, though. Hey, Carlos.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, yeah, man. You know, we're just paying tribute tonight to a quarterback that went 13-3. People talking bad about him all season long, doubting him every week. When Carlos, in reality, Jimmy G went through some pressure situations and delivered. Third down, 49ers are the best team in the league converting third downs. And where the criticism continues to lie is in the fact, is it Jimmy or is it the run game? Who's responsible for the success? Carlos, who's the man who makes it roll? And you can divide it up or do whatever you want, but what do you think?
I mean, to be honest, I think both, Jimmy G and the run game's gonna I think it's both they're gonna be rolling, both of them.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that, no team, blew us out this season.
Nobody blew us out. I love that.
Nobody blew us out. We only lost by 3 points.
That's it. And we had people out during those games, and we still won. Not as comfortably as we did in the beginning when we had everybody. But as soon as we had everybody, beating people up and then depth. And we had to fight hard. But that says something about Jimmy G and the team. So.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think, the run game's going to get it rolling. And they should for sure start, how TC, they should get them, make them go for a pass. And then that's where they should bring in the Mostert.
Yeah. Hey, Carlos, maybe Shanahan's been saving that for now. Maybe we see TC coming on the backfield this Saturday. Because that's what he does really well. Maybe. Because they haven't seen it.
I'm hoping they do something like that. Like with Matt Breida, too. Remember when I think it was with the Cleveland Browns, too. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
He made that catch in the end zone.
Because, Carlos, I got to tell you, I got a feeling Mostert has gained enough respect. They're going to stack the box on Mostert. But if they stack the box, that works in our favor, too. Now George Kittle becomes extremely dangerous. But you know what? No matter what they do, is exactly what Shanahan's got to move for everything they do. It's like a big chess game with him. So I feel good about this game for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, just watch Ronbo. Kyle's going to pull something out of that book, and he's going to your mouth's gonna drop really big.
I know, because it didn't take much. Oh, get him, Kyle! Oh, Jimmy George is open. Oh my God, get him the ball! Boom! Just when you don't think. Jimmy, see, the cameramen don't even follow it sometimes, Carlos. They see a play develop sometimes a little late. All of a sudden, you see a wide open receiver, whether it's Jimmy, Manuel Sanders, Debo, whoever, and all of a sudden it just looks so pretty because it's like a shock when the camera finally follows the play. Oh, God, I can't wait for this. Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at that game.
Ooh.
And so,
you got a season pass? Or do you just?
No.
You just
I
bought
wish.
it right now.
I wish.
Oh, that's expensive. This should be.
Yeah, it's pretty pricey.
It should be worth it though.
Yeah, it is. Hopefully,
You taking Mylene and Courtney?
Oh no, just me and my wife are going, and my cousin. The little one's gonna have to stay.
Because Mylene probably says, "I want to go. I want a hot dog." Hey, wait! It's 3rd and 1. Hold on. Oh no! We gotta go.
No, but she loves the Niners though.
Oh yeah, well yeah, because Daddy likes the Niners. He's at home much with you.
Yeah, maybe next year.
Yeah, well, she'll get it. Get her all the clothes and hats. All right, Carlos.
All right.
I'm gonna see you
Rambo.
Friday. All right, fam. Say good night to the
shout out
family
to the Empire. I want everyone to be freaking loud during defense. All right, everyone that's going to this game.
Get into it.
All right, Ronbo, just send us home.
All right, Carlos. Niners! Carlos! Night, fam.
Hey, good night.
Hey, Cino's back. Hey, Cino.
Ronbo, what's going on with you?
Cino, man, I'm just sitting here waiting for the weekend and, getting over this. Because I can't wait till we can kick back, relax, enjoy the games on Sunday. Because we'll be laughing our butt off saying, who wants some of this? Who wants some of this? We can watch, like, between the Packers and them silly Seahawks. Woo! I already got it planned. But Cino, what are you seeing? What about Jimmy? What about giving Jimmy some love tonight?
I don't know what's going on with the commentator that's out there saying that the Vikings are going to take over. Jimmy G got this, man. He's good. He played the whole season. He'll be fine.
Well, they probably think, well, if they beat the Saints, for sure they could beat the 49ers. People forgot we beat the 49ers? What? I mean, we beat the 49ers. We beat the Saints?
They won't give him respect until actually. I remember Stephen A. Smith said that he wasn't going to really give him respect until he goes to the Super Bowl.
See, that ain't right.
So even after this game, they won't give it to him.
Man, that ain't right. Jimmy G, what's the standard for Jimmy G? Everybody else can win a few games or something like that. Everybody be talking good about him. Not G. He has to go all the way to the Super Bowl or he still ain't worth the damn. See that? Let him talk. Let him talk. That just fires Jimmy up. Anyway, good.
And what's this with Keller Witherspoon saying he's going to start? He must know something we don't know.
Maybe nobody. Man.
He better be Super Saiyan 4 on that field on Saturday.
I just want to, Akello, please remember everything you've learned all these years and apply it, Akello. Some of the things he does out there are just fundamentally weak. I don't understand. And I know he knows better. He's actually a good cornerback, but he can't have them mind blanks. That's what it looks like when he gets. What are you looking at, Akello? The man has came out of his break. He's rolling down the field, and you're running behind him. You can't always depend on safety help. And rule number 1 is do your job, let the safety do his. And if nothing else, one of you guys is going to succeed. Oh, man. These are things that I just don't understand what Akello's doing. Oh, man. 3 touchdowns, and one of them got called back.
What's this about somebody saying that was you're supposed to give the Seahawks respect after they win the game against Green Bay?
Oh, that's Warren. And then my boy Robert, his brother Keith called in and said, y'all, no matter what happens Saturday, he says, I'm going to acknowledge it because my brother is a 49er fan, and then, I expect a little respect in return should things not happen right for you, So, there's a lot of people that want to. I respect Keith a lot. And Warren's okay. There are Hawks fans that, boy, if you go to Twitter, I'm indulged with about 4 or 5 Hawks fans every day. We go back and forth. Boy, it ain't nothing nice. So this is what we go through when we have to deal with other fans. It'll be all right. After this weekend, the truth will be told.
Yeah, they'll be just fine over there, man. Don't even worry about it. Jimmy G will get. No, man. When the time comes, Jimmy G will be. He'll be on top. Everything be just fine with him.
Tell you, I like him under pressure. Really do. Especially with Kyle Shanahan and the core of receivers and talent he's got around him now. People don't give the talent enough credit. That's why we've gotten better as well. See, that's the thing. So
they'll give everybody else credit before. As far as the team success, they would say Jimmy G is the reason number 4 or 5
that's
of the
cold.
team. Defense is great. Running game is great. Kyle Shanahan's doing a great thing coaching right now. Okay, yeah, Jimmy G's doing well as well.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. You know what? At the end of the day, the quarterback has still got to be a good quarterback. Your team's not going anywhere with a fake quarterback. So that's what they all know. Everybody should know. So that's all right. Cino, I'm going to see you Friday, okay?
Yeah, I got you on Friday, Ronbo.
All right, fam. Have a great night. Oh, yeah. And Joe Tess 09 singing, ooh la la, ooh la 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 la, ooh la la. He said, hey, he also says, appreciate all you do. Take my call, please. Joe, we'll hopefully get it soon. I don't know who you are on the phone. Those names change. It's Salvador. I haven't talked to Sal in a while. Sal, come on in, man.
Ronbo.
Sal.
What's good?
You know what's good, man? I'm telling you, man, because it'll be another week. Because every week, Sal, we were supposed to lose last week. I mean, the final week, people had the Hawks beating us. Of course, the week before that. Who we played before we played the Hawks?
We played not the Atlanta Hawks. We played the Rams.
Yeah, of course, the Rams. We were supposed to beat them by 3, I think. So and now some houses are saying 7.5, but analysts run around talking about what they're talking about. But Sal, what is your observance? And please lay some praises on my boy Jimmy G and anything else.
Jimmy G, the made man, the head honcho himself, Ronbo. What else I got to call him? He's putting up the numbers. If you look at the numbers, Ronbo, he has everything better than Kirk Cousins except the interceptions. And the interceptions is because 7 of the damn balls, 6 of them at least went off, off of hands of receivers or tight ends or
things were out of his control. Exactly.
Yeah, and that happened. That happened twice. No, that happened the first game when we played at Minnesota. One receiver ran the wrong route. And then one ball went off a receiver's hand right into Xavier Rhodes' hand.
Oh.
And then the third interception was, we're down 20 points in the fourth quarter, so he just threw it into the middle of the field. So,
and you counted that one with Kendrick Bourne? Kendrick running left?
Yeah.
Kendrick running right?
I don't know. If you look at the replay, he's on the floor, and then Mike Hughes has a pick six. So something went wrong.
Kendrick was trying to recover.
That is not going to happen.
Kendrick was trying to recover. He knew he ran the wrong route. He doesn't do that anymore, though, so we're good.
Yeah, he was like, okay, 1, 2, go out. Shit, I'm supposed to be inside. And then, there you go.
Bam! Oh, Kendrick! Get your ass! I'm so mad.
Yeah.
But now...
KB.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, now we're doing, 1 year later. It's a totally different team, Ronbo. We're polished. We're a well-oiled machine. We are disrespected. Home field advantage, 13-3 record, and we're getting a lot of disrespect by these analysts on these networks. They're not talking about us at all, and if they are talking about us, they're saying how we're going to get upset by these Vikings.
I know. Hey, nobody else will get upset, just us.
When Jimmy G went up into New Orleans, or when he went down in New Orleans, he threw a fireworks show. It was like 400 yards or like 300 yards, but it was like 4 or 5 touchdowns. Kirk Cousins threw his first touchdown in overtime. He completed his first deep ball in overtime. That man relies on a running game. And everybody's suspect about our running game, but we are a bend, don't break. We have a wide night alignment, so that leaves some holes in there. But we are a bend, don't break mentality on defense. That's how it's been the whole year. We'll let them get some first downs. We'll let them get a groove, but then we're gonna adjust, or we're not gonna break.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's gonna happen with Dalvin Cook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dalvin don't know, boy. He's about to get. I tell you, as long as we got Kwaski back and Quan, I love what's about to happen now. Dre Greenlaw's going to be out there, too. We can stay at a base because these guys stay in base package most of the time. 49ers can play from base
That's
as well.
exciting.
I look so forward to all three of them on the field at the same line, and now Dre's polished. Oh,
You remember last game, Fred Warner punched out a ball on Dalvin Cook in his rookie
wasn't it
year.
pretty? I didn't even. I
Yeah,
watched
it was
that
recovering, and then boop.
I know. And
Yeah,
he wasn't
all
Fred
good.
Warner yet. He was just a good football player. I was delighted.
Oh, that was Yabba Dabba Doo Fred. That was 48 rookie Fred. Now he put the 54 on, and now he's positive, Ronbo. He's a tiger. He goes to attack the ball. That's everybody on defense. We're gonna headhunt.
Yes, indeed. Well, Sal, we're going to see you Friday, too, Sal. Don't be taking too long to get back, man. I'm going to tell you, man. We're looking for you Friday, okay?
All right, Ronbo. Take care.
All right, man.
Good night.
You too. Night. And we check out James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
James, I thought I'd pick tonight out to honor a quarterback that has been ridiculed. He's been insulted. They've called him everything but the back end of a mule. So this is like that time of year when I thought, Jimmy, good job. Or James, if you have anything that Jimmy needs to know about, any criticism or anything like that, that's also allowed. But it's a Jimmy G night. What are you thinking?
Well, truth be told, I'm a part of the Niner Empire. Yeah, I got some things I need to say about Jimmy, and I found it out recently this season, man. I just got to put it out there.
All right.
Jimmy, keep putting your foot on the opposing defense's throats like you've been doing all season, brother. Okay? That's what I got to say to him. Because last year when he played, let's be realistic, it was his 6th game as a 49er. It was the first game of the season. Kendrick Bourne ran the wrong route or went the other way, okay, on a route. He did that this season in another game, but it was an interception thrown once again from him running the wrong route. But Jimmy never gave up. He continued to do what is bred in him to do, and that's be a winner. I don't know if some people realize it or not, but Garoppolo was actually a linebacker in high school.
Yeah, he was.
Something happened. Yeah, something happened where the quarterback got banged up or whatever, and the coach just took a shot and said, I think I'm going to move you to quarterback. This linebacker thing might not be working out. He might be better at QB. And now look what he is. A premier franchise quarterback in the National Football League that was the highest paid player for a moment, and he's about to be the highest paid player again as his success continues to continue. But I've got to touch base on what some of the callers said, and I've been on that same chain of thought all week long, and for a while now. I do not want to see 23 starting. Okay, I feel more safer and more relaxed with 41 starting. Okay, because he just makes me nervous. I don't. It's like whenever a ball is thrown at him, I know 2 things are going to happen, and ain't neither one of them going to be good. Okay? It's either going to be a touchdown or he's going to get beat so bad and fall down and have this mysterious toenail injury all of a sudden. Okay? That's usually what happens with him. And if people don't get it and they want to say, well, you just got to give him time because he played better than that. What I've seen 2 touchdowns in back-to-back games in back-to-back weeks where he had the receiver right on the end of the end zone. The receiver couldn't move any further, but he's right in front of him and couldn't knock the ball away, couldn't intercept the ball or nothing. It happened with Julio Jones, and it happened with Tyler Lockett last week. Okay? That's what I've seen in him. Right on the end zone. You're in the end zone. The receiver can't go any further. How do you not just dive or lunge at the football? Because they pay you to do that.
Oh, man.
I could see if it was your second year, but you're going into your third season here. Okay? And the bottom line is, thanks be to God, we have a player that's better than him in Emmanuel Mosley. This is not a time to say, well, let's see if he comes around in the middle of the season. This is the playoffs. We played 16 games already, and we're 13-3. Okay? We cannot afford at this point. I understand we got everybody coming back. I love that. And with that being said, with everybody coming back, then our defense won't fall off at all if Emmanuel Mosley is playing, because every time he's been in a game all season long, we still found a way to win.
I agree with that.
Minus the Falcons. The Falcons game was a whole nother avenue. Okay?
And we learned a lot from that. But James, we got
once again.
James, we got to put the brake on.
Wow.
Hold on, we got to clear this line up. Guys, remember, do not unmute yourself when you first come in. It ends up being a mess. Anyway, James, I'm looking for you Friday, fam.
Yeah, man. Have a good night, man.
Thanks, James. And sorry. Okay. Oh God. It's an interesting story. Joe Tess 09, I'm on the call, Ronbo. Let's do it. Okay, Joe Tess, hold on. What's really funny? Real quick. The thing about Jimmy G is, I heard the story. Jimmy G was doing something else. I believe he was taking punts, or something was coming downfield. He was punts. Jimmy G was throwing the ball further and harder than the ball was being kicked to him. And that's when he was first discovered. I'll build on that story, tell you about the whole thing in a few minutes. Let's see. Somebody, we got a call from Mexico. Could that be Joe Tess? Hello.
Hey, hello.
Yes, yes. And what is your name?
Hey, can you hear me, Ronbo?
Yeah, I can hear you. Who is this?
Yeah, it's MacArthur.
MacArthur?
Yeah.
MacArthur, you're calling. MacArthur calling from Mexico? I like that.
How you doing, man?
Doing all right, MacArthur. Hey, MacArthur, well, you know what we're doing tonight, man. We're talking about find out about how people feel about Jimmy G. And, of course, Kello's leaking into the conversation. Of course, I didn't know we weren't supposed to pick on him too much. But, what are you thinking, MacArthur?
Yo, I got to tell you, man, I'm pretty nervous about this game. Because, let me tell you why. So, yeah, I'm from Mexico, and I've never been to a Niners game, right? So, dude, before the Seahawks game, I bought tickets for the NFC Championship. I was sure we were going to win that game. Got a heart attack there.
I know.
So, yeah, it depends. I have everything planned. We just have to win this game.
Yeah. And we should. I mean, everything points toward the 49ers are superior in every category, every stat. They had 5 days rest. We've been resting for 2 weeks. It's just everything points toward the 49ers. All I got to do is do their thing and should be okay. So,
yeah, exactly. I'm pretty confident, but it's still a playoffs game,
It is. I know. You can't. Yeah. I'm trying to think.
How do you feel about Quan?
Who? Huh?
How do you feel about Quan coming back? Do you think he should play right away, or maybe spread time with Dre?
Maybe bring him along. Put him at the Sam a couple of times, because Dre's been doing a good job. Let Dre start at the will, because he's not going to hurt us. But Quan is the superior talent, and maybe work Quan in slowly for the first quarter. And then if I see that Quan is fine, I can move Dre back to the Sam and put him on packages and keep Quan going, because I got to get him up to speed. And because I think if they run side to side, You know what? We don't have any guys that don't do that well. So I'm feel
Yeah,
good about
exactly.
Quan.
Like I'm pretty excited about Quan coming back, but like I remember when Staley got hurt and like he came back and that first game he got destroyed like every play. I'm
You know what,
scared
though?
that's gonna happen with Quan.
Different kind of athletes, though.
Yeah,
They probably
yeah,
checked
yeah.
out Quan this week to see what he looks like in practice. If he looks like he can move, you're going to go ahead and go with it. You know, the front guys are these are strong guys that can they handle.
Yeah, of
you
course.
know, so you can't really tell in advance.
Yeah, I'm confident. I'm confident Salah will like see and put the best man at the position. You know, that's what I love about this team is the coaching. Like I have so much confidence in them. Like they're gonna make the right decisions and stuff.
And they do too. And you know
Yeah.
their best defender is going to be up against Mike McGlinchey this week. That's going to be the story right there. Do you know this dude? I forgot his name. Dude's got 7 sacks in 5 games.
Everson Griffin.
Is that Everson? Oh man! But you know what?
Maybe.
McGlinchey's been a no-run zone. I mean, McGlinchey's
Yeah,
been
yeah, yeah. McGlinchey is
two
really
sacks in 6 games. So that's going to be wham! That's going to be boom against boom.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm very excited, man. Like I said, like this game, depending on this game, I go to San Francisco for the first time, visit everything, go to the stadium. I want to visit Levi's.
Oh, you go
so
love
excited, man.
Yeah. Got to take lots of photos out there and post them up.
Yeah.
Should be fun, but it's going to be I think it's going to be a better result this time than the Seattle game. So,
yeah, for sure.
Not to worry.
So yeah, let's just hope everyone fires on all cylinders, every position. Like the Niners team we've seen this season, like I can trust them finally, you know.
Okay, yeah. You're going to be all right, MacArthur. All right, fam.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I appreciate you getting in here, too, huh? Don't be a stranger. I'll be looking for you Friday if you get some time, huh?
Okay, got you, Ronbo.
Hey, all right. Night, fam.
Thank you, man. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, MacArthur, huh? All right. Emilio!
Hey, yo, what's up?
Amigo, you sound like Stephon Diggs. You okay?
Well, I've been trying to get over this damn cough for the past week or two. Because I started getting it around Christmas, and it faded in and out, and then finally.
The only thing that gets rid of that.
In and out with it.
You got to stay in bed for like 2 days. Ain't nobody got time to stay in bed. That's when you get that kind of thing, it's all about sleeping. So, but Emilio, since you're here.
No, it's just funny. I'm fine in the morning, and come night, for some reason, I start coughing like crazy, and I can't breathe.
No, really, it's time.
You know, other than that, you know, it's all good.
But you've never had anything bad to say about Jimmy G anyway. But at this point, after the season's all over, going into the playoffs, give your assessments of the G.
Well, before I get there, some of these callers used to want Kirk Cousins on this team. So before I even
He had to bring it up.
some of you guys maybe don't want to even be mentioned, but some of you guys on here did want Kirk Cousins. So some of you guys start talking them down, you guys need to stop. And you guys know who you are. I just had to point that out. I was waiting for somebody's going to say something, but no. But, that's there now. But
you ain't right, man. Come on now. We made a mistake. I already apologize.
It's not about a mistake. It's just, say, you know what? Oh, I think Cousins might have a chance to win. Say it if you believe it. Don't start changing your mind now. Because you were not a fan.
You know
what you wanted beforehand.
A lot of us that wanted Kirk didn't know Jimmy G was coming to this team or if he's available. Now that he's here.
And honest to say, you were one of them.
I did. I admitted it. I've apologized several different times. Even to Trez, who was the loudest person on the planet about cussing Kirk.
I was waiting for you to say something. I was like, he's not going to bring that up. I was like, it's been almost a week. He hasn't said anything. I was like, I'm just waiting for it.
What? Let me issue another public apology. Listen, fam, I want to apologize for my apparent, I don't know, I must have had some kind of seizure or something, for having not enough sense to know I did not want Kirk Cousins. I'm very satisfied with our quarterback position right now. I ain't even gonna give myself any excuses for having done that other than following my main man, Trey. So therefore, I just passed. Did I throw Trey under the bus? No, I really did want. I wanted Cousins, and Ray's Emilio. Remember, the only reason I wanted him is because Kyle Shanahan's guy. But anyway, go ahead.
But no, bringing it up. You know what's funny, and you know how people said he coached them. Shanahan, I don't know if you saw the interview the other day. Shanahan said, I was like, I didn't really coach him. I was like, I only coached him like 3 times.
3 games. I know.
He was like, I was dealing more with the RG3 than him. So
yeah, and he was.
Anybody, that.
But he's the one who drafted him.
I'm like, we all thought that you coached him, but he came and said, no, I didn't even coach the guy.
But he
barely
drafted
even know
Kirk.
him. Oh.
Yeah, he drafted Kirk,
Well,
even though the owner didn't appreciate it. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we run out of time, you got to make any quick assessments of anything since you've already called out the Kirk Cousins fans.
No, it's just for me. Like I said, it's just all the haters out there talking about Jimmy ain't gonna be able to do this. Jimmy, it's nothing different from what's been said all year. I stopped really paying attention to ESPN the last month or two because I'm like, it was the same thing, especially Stephen A. Oh, Jimmy can't do it. He's just porn star Jimmy, and so it's just to me, it's just Jimmy just needs to keep doing what he's been doing, hitting people in the mouth and shutting them out. That's all he needs to do. He needs to keep doing it. Like I said, we see what he can do. What he did with Seattle. He was calm every time Seattle scored, or every time he had the ball. What did he do? He took the offense and scored. So if he can keep that up,
he'll be fine.
The line give time, protect him. The receivers catch the ball. I don't see why we don't have a chance to win this game at all. The only main thing, the only thing he needs to do is limit his turnovers or not turn over the ball in the defense to get the curse.
He's doing it. We're out of time now, fam.
There's no reason we shouldn't win.
I agree.
But all right,
fam. See you Friday.
Friday.
Oh God. All right. Hey, Joe Tess. Hold on, Joe Tess. You're in line. I believe I'm told 2 more. Hold on. All right. Let's go to David.
Ronbo.
Dave. How you doing, fam?
All right, Ronbo, yourself.
Awesome. Oh, no, wait. I forgot. We changed that. Now it's legendary. See, ever since Quan's returned, anytime anybody asks, hey, how you doing? Legendary. I love that so much. Hey, but David, you got Quan coming back, you got Quasi coming back, but the thing is, it's Jimmy G time. Have we said enough about a quarterback? Everybody said bad things about him a lot this season, but now we're noticing we're 13-3, and Jimmy G had a lot to do with that. What are you thinking about G?
I like Jimmy G as our quarterback. I think he's heading in the right direction to being, to evolving into a better quarterback than, as we know. From what I saw a video that Kyle Shanahan posted about that. I think he posted on 49 about a year ago. He was talking about, before he got injured going into last season that Jimmy G is going to go through some, through some stuff.
Yeah, we got to go through it with him. I remember that. Yeah.
He's going to go through some stuff, and then, he's going to get there and he's going to be, better.
Yeah.
And this is a playoff game, and, obviously he's been in these situations. He hasn't, played much, but, he's seen it. He's been, preparing for it, and, I like our chances with the Vikings, but, I just want to remind her anything could happen, I'm not, but I like the 49ers should win this game. They should. We obviously know the capability of this team and what it brings to the table. And what, and I feel like we should definitely come out on this one, Ronbo.
I agree with that. Because as I say, you got to give Jimmy G time to, and also as a receiving core, all these things have to come together. After a certain amount of repetitions, things become smoother and smoother and smoother. We got to that real smooth part now. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Tell you what, What else? Hey, David, what else you want to get into? Because we got a minute to go here, a couple minutes.
Let's see. What else we talking? Oh yeah, we were talking about the whole corner situation yesterday.
I was trying to. Go ahead.
With Spoon and and Mosley. And I was thinking about it, like Witherspoon. He's had obviously some setbacks, and he's struggled a little bit. But others have struggled a little bit too. But
Yeah, he's the problem is, Dave. Every time you look up and the other team is scoring, all you see is that number 23 flying by the camera. You always keep waiting. Spoon, why is this all the time? There must be a way. But we don't, we don't see the things that he prevents. Now, that's the thing that's bad about this whole situation. They don't show the plays where he's doing a good job. They only show the plays where he's having a problem. And that's where it's unfair. Because let's say if he goes a whole game and he makes a couple of plays where he gets beat, actually, they're going to be throwing at him pretty hard this weekend. Because the coaches are going to think if you're going to try to hit the 49ers, that's where they're most vulnerable. So we're going to see how Spoon adjusts from last week. He could be ready. Maybe it's been a 5-week process. How long has he been back? Has he been back 4 or 5 games? Because I know he could play better. We've seen him play better. David? Did we lose David? All right. Anyway, one other thing I want to add about Jimmy's situation. What ended up happening is Jimmy was throwing the ball so well and so accurate and so hard and deep, they finally wanted to get a look at him because that punt return, I don't know why Jimmy's back on the punt return, that throw he was making back to the guy who was kicking the ball, instead of people looking at, you see the punt flying, but everybody said locked in on see what he does this time. Whew. Now people said, whoa, that's not normal. So that was the beginning of the process of that kid's a quarterback. Get him over here. Let's talk to him. And I believe somebody on his team got hurt, and he did have to step in. That was part of it. But that story evolved from some other steps, too. And that's why you got the Jimmy G you got now. Hey, Ellis!
Yo, Ronbo, what's going on?
Ellis, man, we just sit back here. It's a Jimmy G night, and want to see how people are feeling about Jimmy G after the 13-3 because we got Jimmy G. As Kenny was saying at the beginning of the season, and guys like myself were saying things, y'all make maybe, y'all wait a minute, man. I don't know about 13. But see, now look at this. All of us who didn't believe it, as you know, 13-3. Damn. Should have been 14. Should have been 15-1. Ellis, actually,
I would agree.
Actually, if it wasn't for that little mess up of clock management in Baltimore, these fools could have went 16-0. But this is okay. They may do it next year. They learned all they needed to learn this year. But Ellis, go ahead. Jimmy G, and anything else?
Well, I can't say that I hadn't been critical of Jimmy G for the first, I want to say at least the first half of the season, and anybody that had any discrepancies or didn't have any discrepancies with his turnovers and different things, just wouldn't be thinking logic. We know that those are moments to capitalize and moments to give the other team the ball, so we can't have that. And he's actually made he's really kind of switched it up and really been taking the reins in a lot of games, improving himself, and so he's showing us what he's capable of, and he's going to continue to do that. You know what I mean? As long as that's what his will is, And I just think he's doing it. I think he's doing it. I'm not gonna.
He's growing.
I've been impressed with what he's been doing. All these, these big games, and really doing stuff. Those 3rd and 16s, those back-to-back 3rd and 16s. Once we did that, I was like, you know what? This might be the moment right here where we can start to be like, okay, that's playoff situations. You know what I mean? Those are big time moves and things that you don't see from quarterbacks, nowadays. And it's more, he's a little more gritty than it seems. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think
Doing things off
I think
schedule.
Jimmy's gonna,
Yeah, Jimmy's.
yeah,
Mhm.
he's been impressive. I'm not gonna, I can't
And this
knock
is
him.
good coming from
He's
you.
our
You know why?
quarterback.
Because there was, and you were part of that large contingent that was frustrated by some things, and you had a right to be. Some of those turnovers were just ghastly. But it was a process that involved
Yeah.
not only him, but the receiving core. And finally, when Kyle made a few dudes sit down and just focused on of the elite group, see, it's too bad they couldn't arrive at that right from the beginning of the season. Well, now we know going into the next season, they may add Trent Taylor, but you got your receiving nucleus to it. And they're going to want to take a look at Jalen Hurd. But Debo is in. If they re-sign Emmanuel, he is in. And as much as people like to complain, Kendrick Bourne ain't going nowhere unless something goes really strangely wrong. So, this is how you go into the dynasty gets built until they can't afford to pay somebody, and then they make sacrifices. But we'll see.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything with the receiving core. I say with the weapons we have, we still got Trent Taylor who's not back. I mean, Jesus, who are we not going to have? What are we going to not have offensively, and in our receiver core that's not going to be effective or be a threat? If we can find a way to incorporate and use all these guys separately, like I told you in other games, and spread it out so they don't always, so we're not so, we don't become so, predictable. You know what I mean? Though we do switch it up and we're not, but they're saying, they're going to go to George. So if we're going to George a lot, I mean, even if they can't stop them, we're still going to keep hitting them. But if we can get everybody to get some touches, everyone to make a play, and everyone to really take it seriously, and on every possession, no punts. I'm tired. I really, that's really a moment why I cringe. I don't even care. We need money. We need money every time, So, but we got it, though,
Yes. I agree.
We got to put up. You know what I mean? We'll get these Vikings. You know what I mean? It'll be a.
I really think it's going to be a wash. It's being built up like it's supposed to. It is a second round of the playoffs. But you know what?
Yeah.
I don't think the 49ers, they're so ready to play right now, and they're so polished looking. Now, we got to go, though, fam. We see Friday, and we're going to give scores and more observations on what you think's going to happen.
Friday it is.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
Let's do it. All right. Shout out to all the family. Shout out to you, Ronbo.
Thanks, fam.
Peace.
And I see Elected 4647 calling it now. Jimmy has 4 TDs in this game and 300 yards. Like, you know what? I feel you on that. See, this is not going to be, don't look for Jimmy to screw up. And there he is, Cujo Bomjabe. Hey, Zaire Spoon will probably be starting. Thoughts? Cujo, I'm not saying anything else tonight about Spoon. You know what? I hope he does well. I ain't got nothing but love and support for him. I'm scared. I ain't going to lie. But I hope he's ready to go this game. Thanks for the contributions. Like it, Cujo, Bomb Jummer. And let's get Joe Tess in there. Hey, Jonas.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Bitch. Fuck out of here. You gonna block that? I fired up anal.
Joe, we're looking for you. Joe. Jonas?
Yo.
Jonas, did we interrupt anything? We heard you back there.
No.
Are you playing Madden?
You good, Ronbo, man. Hey, I've been trying to get on this phone for so long.
Hey, later on, if you play this back, you'll hear what happened. It's too funny. Jonas, hey, it's nice to meet you two on the phone, fam. What's up?
Oh, 100%. Likewise, man. Likewise, Ronbo.
Well, you got Jimmy G night. Jonas, your evaluations of Jimmy 2019, what would they be like? If Jimmy to sit there across the room, it's the Jimmy Garoppolo 49er roast. What would you say about Jimmy?
Oh, man. Jimmy's that guy. Jimmy's great. I mean, it's funny. It's like, it's just kind of random. My bro, he's a Lions fan, right?
Oh, no.
And he's like one of the things he hates about Matt Stafford is when he makes a mistake,
if he turns the ball over, he throws a pick or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He puts his head down, he points the finger. He has no leadership qualities. And Jimmy,
Right.
being his first year out there, full year, he make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? He don't point no fingers. That's what you got to respect. You got to love that. Like,
right.
He don't. You know what I mean? And it's like he comes right back and he'll throw a strike, like he'll throw a touchdown or whatever.
And maybe throw that
It's
same
just-
dude that messed up. That's what I like about Jimmy. Man, I'm
Right.
coming back to you this next play. Now, come on, let's go. That's what you got to do. Lead the team. Like you said, Joe just points out something we haven't said anything about. Jimmy's leadership skills. Good call.
100%. That goes along with it. That says a lot. You know what I mean? If we paid him he's our franchise guy, you know what I'm saying? And forget numbers if you just throw numbers out, don't even think about numbers. His leadership qualities are, obviously he sat behind Brady for a few years.
You built him in.
He knows he got it figured out. You know what I mean? Like he has it figured out for sure. And I'm gonna predict this too. You guys were talking about, how Kyle, nobody gives him no respect. You know what I mean? On a national level or like the national media, whatever.
You mean Jimmy? Yeah.
Kyle sees that. Yeah. I'm telling you, Kyle knows this. Jimmy knows this. Well, he's gonna unleash. It's a chess game. It's not checkers. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Kyle knows. He's gonna unleash Jimmy. Jimmy, don't be surprised if he goes bananas and has like 300 plus yards and like 3 or 4 touchdowns, and it's a rout. Do not be surprised. I'm gonna say that right now. Do not be surprised.
Because they got weak links in that secondary, Jonas. Man, they got people sitting down. One guy's having his knee scoped. I mean, they lost a guy for one of their better players on there. So if they got anything weak out there in the secondary, the 49ers do a good job against strong people in the secondary. What are they going to do against your second string? This could be an air attack like crazy, Jonas. Oh, good God.
I agree fully. It can be. Within that, we got to take it's a playoff. It's a divisional round. And there is rain, right? I've seen
20%, 20%
45% chance. Yeah, right,
20%.
Right.
And also, that's supposed to be early morning precipitation, so it may not have no impact on the game at all.
Right. Regardless, it's Niner gang. I'm so pumped. I can't wait, man. I'm lost for it. I'm just excited, man. I've been a Niner my whole life. I'm a Niner fan till I'm. It's red and gold till we dead and cold. You know what I mean?
That's right.
100%.
Josh, I appreciate your fam, all them contributions. Appreciate you. I mean, we're gonna go though.
Oh yeah, man. No, 100%. It will keep coming, Ronbo. You keep holding us down, holding down the fort. And
thanks,
I live here in Redlands. I'm in Redlands. I'm in Southern California. We all got love for you. You know what I'm saying? We
appreciate that.
We show big love. We all talk about Ronbo, and we tuned in. We're tapped in, and I can't wait to let them know I got on this call.
Appreciate you, fam. I tell you what, I'm looking. Hey, don't be a stranger, man. But one thing I know, you'll let us know when you're on the phone. I like that. We'll get you.
Oh yeah, right. I have to, man. I had to. Yes, sir. You take care, man, and let's go Niners.
You too. Have a good night.
All
and
right.
we roll all over the Big Steve.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
Steve, it's a Jimmy G night. You know what I'm saying? I got a feeling it's going to be a lot of Jimmy G nights between now and the Super Bowl. Hey, Steve, you know how people keep trying to say, man, y'all need to humble up. Man, y'all talking way too loud. I am not going to calm down, Steve. I can't do it.
What do they expect us to do, Ronbo?
I'm saying we don't do this every year. Come on. Maybe next year I'll learn to chill out.
No, we don't do this every year, and it feels so good. Ronbo, we're 2 games away from the Super Bowl. Can you believe that?
And look what's in front of us, Big Steve. Ain't nothing in front of us. The Vikings, okay. And then next week between the Seahawks and the Packers, come on, man. This looks 49ers can take this if they want to. All I got to do is go get it. They can't stop us.
I don't want to see them Seahawks, man. I'll take Green Bay. Give them another whooping.
Really, but I want them Seahawks one more time. You know why? Because, Steve, people need to stop being afraid of Russell Wilson. He can't do it by himself. They took all his running backs away. we can deal with their wide receivers. K1 enjoys playing Tyler Lockett. This is the thing. The only thing I'm concerned about is if the game is close, and Kello's out there and he loses focus. I'm trying not to say – okay, Steve, go ahead. I'm trying not to say nothing bad about Akello. Akello supporters, I love Akello. I'm just worried. Okay, Steve, go ahead, man.
You know what, though? I feel the opposite, man. I feel the opposite. And I don't know why, dude, but I think Akello knows what's being said about him, and I think that he's going to have a good game against the Vikings. I think he's going to make it up Saturday against the Vikings. I really do, man. I have a feeling about it.
Man,
not only that, but he's going to have a lot of backup.
Yes, I hope so.
He's going to have a lot of backup out there, too, man. Quan, D. Ford, I mean, I think we're going to ball out of our minds, man. The other callers are talking about Jimmy G throwing for over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns or more. I'm with that, man. I think that Jimmy G is going to ball out. I mean, what can you say about him? All the people that hated on him, all the analysts, all the people on these talk shows, these Good Morning Football and whatever talk shows,
Doubting him every week.
And D'Angelo Hall, and but what are you thinking of saying? Well, hey, you know what though? You know who's been real quiet lately?
Stephen A. Yeah, he sort of avoided the conversation. Yeah.
Dude, we're talking about a team that ended the season with an epic stop at the goal line, went 13-3, and is in the divisional round with a first week bye, and he ain't saying nothing about us.
He's so busy talking about the Cowboys is one of the things he's talking a lot about. He's not happy with the coaching hire that the Cowboys made. He's put a lot of energy into that. You're right.
Oh, and it makes me sick, dude. It makes me sick because you got teams that are actually in the playoffs, vying for a chance to go to the Super Bowl, and all the media can still talk about is who's going to be the coach of over at Dallas, the Cowboys this, the Cowboys that. Like, dude, like it doesn't matter. It's like it seems like the only team in football right now is like the Cowboys and the Patriots because they lost that.
Oh yeah, you're right. Game. And Tom, what's he going to do? Is he coming back? Blah 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 blah. It's a playoffs.
Yeah,
why are we talking about this now?
Let's talk about the teams that are actually here.
Steve, you know what really discouraged me, and I knew it was kind of true, though. These TV shows, all of the platforms that are talking NFL, they actually they have a readout as to who's the most popular, who's got the biggest congregation. And the Cowboys are still riding high. All right. And the Patriots, of course, are right there. We're on the pecking order kind of low. So they don't talk about us any more than they have to. The 49ers doing as well as they are doing is a problem, which worries me because when that happens, all of a sudden referees start acting a little strange.
Mm-hmm. But it's time to start talking about these Niners, man. If you ain't going to talk about them now, you ain't never going to talk about them.
Yeah.
Because don't wait until we get the Lombardi Trophy up over our heads. It's going to be too late then. Don't jump on then. You talk about us now or never because we're here. We got 2 games and we're in the Super Bowl. And I'm so glad we're celebrating Jimmy G again tonight because he deserves it. I've been talking about Jimmy G all season. I've been talking about how good he is and except for a few times he did some stupid shit and I was yelling at the TV. But aside from that,
but you have a right to because you've been also giving love when he's doing well, and then when he screws up, you say so, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just talking about the nonstop hate, even if he's doing well. We see that all the time. What?
They don't want to admit it, Ronbo, because they know Jimmy G is the future, and that's what I've been saying. He's the next Tom Brady, and he's going to keep proving this week after week after week until they finally start talking about him like they talk about Rodgers and Breeze and the rest of them. He's great, man, and this is his first full season.
Right.
Wait till next year, and wait till the year after that.
There's the key right there. This is his first season. Could we excuse the mistakes in the beginning of learning a complicated new offense and watch what he does from here? Steve, we're out of time, though. Let me see you Friday, okay?
All right, Ronbo. Again, man, thanks again for everything you do, brother. Shout out to Ronbo Sports. Shout out to the Empire. We're here, baby, and we're going all the way. Let's go. Let's go, Niners.
Yeah. Thanks, Big Steve. Talk to you later, fam.
All right, Ronbo. Take care, fam.
You too. Let's go check out Gus. Gus!
Yo, what's up, Ronbo?
Gus, man, we just thought I'd just take out a night to say, Jimmy G, you the man. And this goes along with anything you may want to say about Jimmy G that, maybe not so nice, but, it goes both ways, whether it be love or not. But Gus, what are you thinking?
Man, I don't know if somebody brought it up earlier, but I can't wait until Stephen A. Smith that can't wipe that look off his face when he has to apologize. Put some respect on my boy Jimmy G's name.
I know, right? Stop
He
with
has
the
to
porn
say,
star
"I
Jimmy.
apologize. I apologize for calling him porn star Jimmy.
Ooh.
I call him Jimmy G."
I
And that's
want to say, Stephen A., you call him Mr. Jimmy G.
Yeah.
That'd be better.
Mr. Mr. Whatever you say, Jimmy G.
Mr. Garoppolo. Anything but porn star Jimmy. God, that bothers me.
But in all seriousness, man, I think the plan of attack for them, they're going to attack the slot, because they have a safety playing slot, and that's not good enough against our team. We have too many weapons to throw in the slot, and if you notice, all of our receivers can play slot. All of them, every single one of them can play slot. So I think they're going to take their turns. And you might even see a Richie James sighting too.
Oh.
You know, Kyle has something up his sleeve.
I forgot about Richie. There's another one.
Richie James. Yeah, Richie James. Yeah. I think the plan of attack is to slot all day, and then after that, they're not going to know which way to stop us, because then you can do everything after that.
That's true. Jimmy can get on a rollout and drop that ball downfield, because George Kittle, or even one of them strange plays where all of a sudden you see Juice running loose. Jimmy drops the ball right.
Yep.
Well, look, how did that play develop? Yep. You got to slow the film down to look at how these things are. It's a pattern of moves, of course, that springs a guy free, because the defense is getting dragged all over the field, right? I always love. I say, Kyle, Jesus Christ, that is pure genius. So yeah.
Because I will put some respect on their D line. They have a really good front seven.
Oh, they do.
But if we get them going sideline to sideline, left to right, they're going to get tired.
Misdirection plays that they couldn't do. Yeah.
Death by a million paper cuts. We keep getting first downs after first down. They're going to get tired, and then we can take advantage deep. Yeah. So,
and he started.
What
running,
do you think?
And you add the run game to that too, because we got a premier run game. Because I'll put Mostert up. Man, that Mostert is just scary. If TC gets loose on these guys, I want a double barrel attack. Mostert's been carrying the load most of the time, but if TC or Matty B, and I wish Kyle would let Matty B run that stretch on these people. Oh, man, maybe this is the week, because I don't know what's going on with Kyle and Matty B.
I don't think he's in his doghouse. I just think that he trusts Mostert the most out of all three running backs right now.
Yeah, well, I do too.
I think that's the deal right there.
Yeah. I just want to see, but because you know how Matty B is. If he gets loose, if you guys make a mistake, if you're not on your cues, and he gets around the corner, goodbye.
But do you agree that the plan of attack is going to be sideline to sideline, first down after first down, instead of trying to get big chunk plays to start off the game?
Because these guys have a really hardcore pursuit, they might be slicing the gut a lot. It might be a lot of inside zone. You got to wait to see what they look like. Kyle's going to try both. You know how he is in the first quarter. Kyle is out there like a boxer, man. He's just throwing jabs and blocking, and then all of a sudden he'll bust something out. So we'll have to wait and see what the defense does, and he'll make up his mind of a plan of attack.
Do you think that Kyle gets greedy though and tries for deep bombs like right away? I don't think so. But
no,
it could be. I could be wrong.
No, well, as I say, it always predicates on what that defense has got. But fam, we got to go. I'm going to see you Friday if you got a chance, huh?
All right. Thanks for the call, man. Go Niners.
Yeah, thanks, fam. Night. Oh yeah. And is that Lycan back up here again? I'm thinking Sanders gets at least one. Yeah, I know, right? I'm thinking Sanders gets at least one deep ball from Jimmy, and that's our deep threat right there. See. As is Debo. We've seen them all do that, even George. AJ! AJ. AJ. Oh, hey, and Lycan, thanks for that. Thanks for that contribution, fam. I forget. Thank you, fam. Appreciate it. Where is AJ? Where you at, man? AJ must be in the middle of a tuna fish sandwich, or he's having a pig-eared sandwich on cornbread. Hey, Maurice.
Come here, Romo.
Maurice. Maurice.
What's going on, Romo?
Maurice, it's a Jimmy G night. So, you know, because I figure.
Yeah, it's been a Jimmy G all season.
You know what I'm saying? You know, Maurice, are you on a speaker?
Jimmy G all season.
Because you sound muffled.
I turned it off. I was on the speaker.
Okay, because your volume is still really low. But go ahead. Go ahead, Maurice.
You sound better now.
Yeah. Yeah, I can go with this. All right. Hopefully everybody hear you. All right, Maurice. And your observations on the G, child, after a 13-3 season. Are we going to keep him?
Oh yeah. Jimmy G is like you know, Joe Montana type. You know what I'm saying? Coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's the type of guy that remind me of a quarterback that's coming in, trying to find that spotlight receiver. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just gonna blossom. You know what I mean?
That's it. 1 year.
It's gonna
1
blossom.
year, fam. At the end of 1 year, we're looking at a guy who's got 1 year of polish. 1 year and 5 games. Tell you, or 6 games. He played 6 games, 7, yeah, 8. 8 games. He played 3 games last year. Okay.
Yeah.
Or 3 games, should I say? 5 before. Yeah. So yeah, and he ain't lost but 5. What is his record? 21-5 or something like that? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, yeah. He got to be, he got a winning record. You know, he just,
huge.
He played like, you know what I'm saying. He got an ego about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying. And you can see it. You know what I'm saying? How he targets receivers. He hit them where the ball supposed to be. It be sometimes, he get a little pressure, somebody throw it behind him, but he still get it out there to him where they can make a play.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and the way Kyle dials up the plays, he sell it so good. You know what I'm saying? The whole team does. You know what I'm saying? And just look, it was good when everything fall on all cylinders.
Yeah.
Because I think all the games that we have lost,
Close.
It wasn't just about, it was a bad, man, I'm telling you, we could have won every last game.
I know, right?
One.
All of them. So close. And that Hawks loss was uncalled for. Because all that kid has to do is kick the field goal and we could just go home. No, he had to
if
miss
we
it.
had goal, you know what I'm saying? If we had goal, we would have won the game.
Yes, it would have been a sweep.
With the injuries that we had.
Yes. And we had everybody gone. George Kittle's up in the box, watching through the window. Emmanuel Sanders in the locker room with his ribs gone. And Hawks fans are still going to try to tell me, yeah, well, we got y'all that game. No, you didn't. You got away that game.
Man. Hawks fans, man, it's something about them, man. They just so lucky. It just stuff falling. Well, I'm just so tired of it. Man, you just don't know. I want the 49ers put a whole 49er gold on them. Send them home.
Tell you what.
Don't even worry about the ground.
That's what I'm talking. Had the Cowboys won that division instead of Eagles, I don't believe the Hawks would have rode into Dallas and won that game because Dallas got all their people there. Eagles ain't had nobody. But then again, people say, man, the Eagles couldn't even beat, Cowboys couldn't even beat the Eagles. How'd they go beat the Hawks? Let's not get into that.
Now you know they talking about the hit that Clowney did on Wentz.
Yeah, he should be fined. They're not going to suspend him.
That was a dirty hit, man.
That
was a dirty hit.
And the offensive lineman said something to him.
If you run behind somebody and you know the quarterback's finna slide and another guy already got his leg, he's finna fall down. So you didn't got to die with your hand. You just could have just tried to wrap him up with your arm to fall on him. You know what I'm saying?
That's where Pete Carroll probably taught him that. We got to go. Let me. We'll see you Friday, okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'll shout out to the 49ers fans. Keep it safe.
It is. Have a good night. Maurice. All right. Let me see if we can find AJ now. AJ. See, when you're enjoying a pig eared sandwich, usually you put hot sauce on the ears. You got to be careful not to put too much hot sauce. AJ may have taken himself out. Hey, let me. Niners! Big Rod. Rod?
Hey!
Rod, don't fall down. Rod might be ready to run across the room. Rod! It's a Jimmy G night.
Man, what's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, Rod, man, I said tonight, I said, you know what, we need to say something about Jimmy G, man. The boy come a long way from that 5 interception practice to looking scared to death again that preseason game against the Broncos to suddenly showing how much skill he has in beating the Steelers after the Steelers had our butt beat. Jimmy came back and got him with that touchdown at the end of the game. Well, we've seen him do a lot of growing. And Kyle said he was going to have to go through this, but nobody understood exactly what Kyle was talking about. Now we know.
I tell you what, we knew, but we didn't know to what magnitude. I mean,
yes.
I tell you
We
what,
did not.
I'm not gonna even, I'm not gonna even do the let me holler at you type shit. Let me just say it like that, Ronbo. Teams go through adversity.
Yes.
Teams have to go through hurdles, go through those challenges. And it's like every time the San Francisco 49ers run into a challenge that looked like it might be a slight overwhelming, you know, and I mean, I'm talking about just a chat line. I ain't gonna even talk about nothing else, but it's like, man, these cats, man, y'all show absolutely no loyalty sometimes. Like, damn. Okay, look, Witherspoon has definitely been playing some bad football. I will give you that. But like I said before, the entire unit wasn't together, so it's like, can't always expect
Perfection.
to have, you know, the same results, you know, when they making adjustments based off of injury. So, I mean, let's have confidence in the coach. I mean, these are the guys that selected these guys in the first place. So, you know,
that's why I'm not saying nothing else. I am a little concerned, but ain't no point in down and ain't no point in saying nothing bad about Spoon. I do hope he polishes up technique, and I hope when he sits there with Salah or Joe, the D-backs coach, look at some of the things that are being done wrong, because I don't think they're hard for him to correct. I really think, I'm not sure, but, you know, getting the guys back he's been playing with at the beginning of the season, we're working with in all preseason and everything, that could have an effect on certain players. He could be one of them. So he could be all right. He's got all his guys back that he started the season with. We see the return of the beginning of the year Spoon. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, just got to wait and see.
Yeah, man, you said it best, man. And, you know, Jimmy Garoppolo, I mean, my input is that he honestly is probably ahead of the curve as far as being that great franchise quarterback. Because, I mean, like you said earlier, this playbook of Kyle Shanahan's is a complicated one. It's not one that's simple.
Yeah. You got to take classes just to get into it. Man. It's really what you see them running out there, all that confusion, defense looking like they don't know what the hell's going on. It takes a while to develop that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So, man, I'm confident, man. I'm as confident as I've been in a long time, and I just, you know, I expect to win now, man. I mean, I expect it because we're good.
I do too, really. I do not understand you're going to tell me the Vikings go after playing a game like they played last week, rest for 5 minutes, get their butt out on the practice field, because they ain't having 5 days. So, you know, the Vikings go, people, analysts, Rod, they picked these guys come on in and blow the 49ers off the field? What, are they crazy? Vegas ain't going
know,
for
man,
it.
But
I love it.
I tell you what, my last thing, I want to see Levi Stadium get louder than 12-man used to be the days that they were winning. I want to see us get loud, man. I mean, this should be the year.
We're going to find out, Rod. I'm going to see you Friday, fam. Are you ready?
Get it to me, dog.
You're fine if you get some
All right.
time, fam. All right.
I appreciate that, Ronbo. I'll catch up with you next time, homie.
Looking forward. All right, Rod. And I see the area code says 650. Hello. Hello. Hello again.
Ronbo.
Yo. And who is this?
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Hey.
Hey, it's Eddie. Eddie out here in Hawaii.
Eddie in Hawaii? All right, my brother. Eddie, how you doing, man?
Aloha, brother. Hey, I was driving to work today, and I seen two flag waving on the island. So the 49er gang is pretty strong in Hawaii.
You know, as a matter of fact, on social media and stuff like, I always love because everybody from Hawaii identifies and lets you know they're from Hawaii, right? I always get a kick out of that. And you're right. There is a large contingent. Well, hey, what other teams like really well represented in Hawaii?
Steelers and probably the Patriots.
Okay.
But we're up there today. Yeah. So
Long as
Steelers, Patriots, and 49ers, we're the top three out here in Hawaii.
Yeah, as long as it's not the Cowboys or
no
Seahawks,
way.
you know?
Hell no.
That's okay company. Hey, but what do you think about the Jimmy G situation? I mean, Jimmy G's had a great year. It's Eddie. Eddie, what do you think about the Jimmy G show? After this point, we got to go ahead and give out grades and talk about G. And what do you think, Eddie?
Jimmy G, he is the future. So he looks like he got his swag back these past few games, you know?
I think so.
He had them interceptions early, but his bouncing back from the injury, I think all he needed was that confidence. And 13-3, number one in the NFC, he's got his swag back.
Yeah, that's a nice ride.
And he's ready.
13-3, number one in the NFC. Nobody's used that one yet, Eddie.
Yeah.
You just threw that out there, too.
Nope.
Yeah.
Ooh,
hey, remember that
I'm
one?
going to patent that one.
T-shirt time.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, you're right. And that's what I'm saying. Development, and then some of us were kind of impatient, but development was necessary. It's like Kyle said last year. We've got to go through some things, and then we'll see what we got here. But everybody, the coaching staff stayed patient, and the wide receivers got better, and pretty soon it all came together. Here we are. Right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Kyle is ready. Kyle's had 2 weeks to prepare. I mean, all these other so what's the difference between our team and other teams? Like, all the other teams have, like, superstar offensive players, you know? Yeah. All we got is George Kittle, but we have a superstar coach. We have the best offensive mind in the league. And with him calling our plays, and I'm not worried at all.
And next year, because it's kind of a young team, next year you're going to hear names like Debo Samuel. George Kittle's already a superstar. We're talking about an all-pro, right? But next year you'll probably hear more about Debo. You're probably going to hear a lot more about Emmanuel Sanders as he gets more into the groove with the 49ers. Trent Taylor was potentially going to be a star this year. We don't know anything about Jalen Hurd, but we got the yak attack. Eddie, man, look at you got George Kittle, Debo Samuels, and Jalen Hurd's got yak written all over him. I just call it a yak attack. I can't wait till they get all three of those guys on the field at the same time next season.
I agree. Our offense isn't even at max capacity yet. Our guys are still developing. And I also want to give a little shout out to Dante Pettis. I mean, we kind of forgot about him because this year is kind of down. But if you remember the end of last year, he was always open.
Always.
His first step is elite. So I'm willing to give him another chance for next year. You know, his route running is elite, and his first step is elite. So I think he just needs to get some things together this offseason, and next year, watch out for that Debo and Pettis combo. I'm ready for that.
You know, the thing is, though, Dante's, like Spoon may be experiencing, something went wrong with his confidence. We've seen him do a lot of great things. Remember that game against the Seahawks last year? That Nick Mullins just destroyed the Hawks with Dante? Even the first game of the season last year. Yeah, Jimmy G hitting Dante Pettis for all kinds of great gains. So I think we got to wait and see what happens. So it's kind of a scary thing. But Eddie, we got to go, fam. I'll tell you what. Let me. If you get a chance, hope to hear from you Friday. Okay?
Yeah,
Take care, Ronbo. Let's
All
get that
right.
W.
Aloha, my brother.
Aloha.
Hey. Let's go. Hey, check out Tony. We go from Hawaii to the land down under. Tony!
Hey, Ronbo. Turn the TV off. There you go.
Tony. We haven't talked to you in a while, Tony. You know, because, hey, tonight.
But been on vacation, brother.
Oh, hey. Where'd you go?
Just up the coast, with the family and the kids, and had a bit of a break and get away from all these bloody fires.
Hey, when you say coast, you talking about the Gold Coast? You guys got the Gold Coast, right?
Yeah, we got the Gold Coast.
Yeah. One of the most incredible places in the world for, what is that? You guys got, that's, what's that underwater, I understand it looks like
Great Barrier
Disneyland.
Reef.
Yeah, the Great Barrier Reef. I understand it looks like Disneyland when you take a photo down there. You got enough light. Oh, but Tony, lots happened. You know, here we are, knocking at the door of the NFC Championship. Can you imagine? So that's why tonight I says, guys, we got to set this night apart to say what we believe and think about Jimmy G. Tony, what do you think?
Jimmy G, well, to all the commentators out there and that comment on Jimmy, first of all, Stephen A., porn star Jimmy, mate, here's a challenge for you. How about you go out there and try and get a date with a porn star? How about that one?
It ain't that
I don't
easy.
think it's going to happen. Yeah, it's not that simple, brother. So, if I was Jimmy, I'd be taking that one as a compliment. But as far as if you want to critique somebody in the quarterback game, in my opinion, and everybody's got their own opinion, of course. In my opinion, you can stick your QBR and your INTs where the sun don't shine because as far as I'm concerned, if his job is to throw the ball and your job is to catch it, and if it bounces off your chest, that means you didn't do your job.
There you go.
And I don't understand how that goes against a quarterback's name. But just to solve the problem, and on Jimmy G's behalf, I'm just going to ask you one question, Ronbo. Which down in the NFL is the most important down?
Actually, it's the first down, but most conventional thinking would be third down.
Third down, exactly. So, pull up Jimmy G's stats on third down. That's just about clinical.
Yeah.
So, if you're going to critique a quarterback, I mean, first of all, have a look at how many games he's won. And then have a look at his third down stats because, I mean, that's one of the most important downs in the game.
That's right.
And if he was rubbish,
yeah,
if he was a rubbish quarterback, his third down stats would be rubbish as well, wouldn't they?
They would reflect it exactly. Sure would.
He's won 13 games, and like some of the other members of the family have said, it's his first full season. And he's won 13 games in his first full season. And you can't give that bloke some love. I mean, I would say critique Shanahan a little bit because I want Shanahan, and like I said, I watch the game. I watch you. I don't watch the game. Then I come home and watch the game. And I always hear you, Jimmy, get out of there. Jimmy, get out of there. I would like Shanahan to let him roll out of the pocket a little bit more and give him that chance to extend the play. But the games that like the Seahawks, Matty Ice, where we played the Falcons. And that were the games that make your guts flip. They start your stomach starts doing backflips and things like that. This game here, I don't have that feeling. I don't have that feeling at all.
No, and you shouldn't.
And I think, Ronbo, I think we can run on these guys, man. I think we can run the ball on these guys, and I want Shanahan to from the beginning to run most of it and Breeder.
Yeah.
Not TC. Not that I've got anything against TC, but I want to get out to a good lead, like say 15 points, a 15-point lead by half time,
and let the defense take over. Tony, we're out of time, and I agree with every word. I mean, it's good stuff. We got to get Tony on a one-on-one, but yeah, we'll see what's going to happen, Tony, coming up this weekend. All right.
It'll be okay, mate. It'll be
I
all
believe
right.
so. I believe you. I believe you're right about beating this team up too. All right, Tony. I will see you a little later.
All right, brother.
Right,
Thank you
Tony.
very much, as usual, and
Thanks.
shout out to everybody.
Thanks, fam. Have a great day, Tony.
Thanks, mate. You too, man.
Thanks. Let's go check out and see what AJ's got to say. AJ Sergio. Sergio.
Yo.
Yeah. Sergio, what have you
What's
got
up, man?
Hey, it's Jimmy G night, Sergio. Are you trusting that dude
man.
to go into the playoffs? Are we going to be just fine with him?
As of right now, yes, because I'm gonna say from the beginning of the season he had me worried.
Yeah,
he turned over the ball, he fumbled the ball, But the thing is, I was letting him slide, because he needed experience to mature, and he matured. So I have confidence in him, and he's gonna take us all the way. I guarantee.
Because it's Kyle Shannon's play calling. All he's got to do is follow direction. But Sergio, can you imagine trying to follow the directions of Kyle Shannon's playbook? Every time I watch those plays evolve, I always say, it took a long time to get that timing down, and here we are in week 13. Them dudes they're not as good as they're going to get, Sergio. That's what's really crazy.
I know, and trust me, he's gonna pull out his little video game plays, and he's just gonna come out and just get everybody so confused. And trust me, we're gonna run through everybody.
It'd be nice too, because we owe the Vikings from last year.
He's saving it towards the end too, because the last couple games,
a little conservative.
He's been holding back on he's been holding back on those playbooks, and because we already made the playoffs, so he's like, why am I going to open up my playbook right now? If we already made the playoffs, so he's waiting right till this weekend. He's gonna open up some plays, and
that's why it's so important to keep these guys together for at least 2 or 3 seasons. That nucleus right now, offensive nucleus we got right now, if we can just keep this team together for 2, we got 2 more Super Bowl runs easily until people start saying, man, my contract expired, I got to get paid. I'm so worried about the get paid day. But right now, let's get it,
Yeah, well, as long as they keep Kittle, Sanders, and Debo, I think we'll be good.
Yeah, we haven't seen Jalen Hurd yet. And you got Trent Taylor involved in that, too. And Trent Taylor was having the best camp of everybody. So I got a feeling he must have been really looking good. Next year should be spectacular offensively as well.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, we're gonna pick up some more pieces, and we're gonna be an elite team for a while.
Yeah.
But the thing is, coming up these couple games, I know we're gonna beat Vikings. It's a no-brainer because
Can't imagine not.
They ain't nobody. I give them props that they beat the Saints. We beat the Saints.
We beat the Saints.
It's not like they're better than us, because we pretty much took out most of the teams that are in the playoffs now. We pretty much beat them all. So I ain't worried.
Yeah.
But the thing is that makes me worried is Seattle. I don't want to play Seattle.
Everybody's scared of Seattle.
I'm scared of them. It's not that I'm scared of them. It's because
it's a mojo that surrounds.
It looks like they got target on quarterbacks. All of a sudden, when the playoffs hit, what did they go do? They went after their quarterback and knocked him right in the back of the head. And, of course, they won that game easy peasy.
But Sergio, did you see how Joe Staley handles? See, Joe said, okay, he got me that first game, but I'll be damned if he's going to give me this game. See, Joe had all that under control. Clowney ain't going to get off on Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I ain't. I'm not
Yeah,
worried
yeah.
about him.
Joe had him, covered. But at the same time, like, you never know. It takes one play and one hit, and that's
Hey,
what
actually,
the Eagles had to deal with.
Yeah, but the Vikings front line defense is way more tougher than that Seahawks defense front line. So that's a bigger fear. We're going through the tougher defensive line right now. If they somehow find a way to get past the Packers, because they are a lucky team. If they do, I welcome the Seahawks. I can't wait.
How's the weather going to be over there, though?
20% rain.
I didn't look that up.
20% chance of rain on Saturday. Not as bad as it was originally. But Serge, we got.
But over there with Green Bay, though, is it going to snow or something?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna check that out. All right. So we got to go though. Let me. We'll see you Friday if you get a chance.
All right, cool, man. Everybody, stay faithful, man. Stop thinking negative, and let's just go and
go Niners.
Just keep that faith going. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Serge. Have a good night, fam.
All right, you guys too, man.
All right. And it's Roberto.
Ronbo.
Well, Roberto, we won't be able to see you Friday, but we will be waiting for you on Saturday. Roberto, it's Jimmy G night, Roberto. What do you got to say about Jimmy?
Yeah. Man, that he's gonna win on Saturday.
That's right, and just in time, Sergio, Roberto, because as you wake up saying things, I can't move to my left. All right, move the TV screen over this way, please. As you're doing all that and watching, Jimmy G throws. That's a strike to Deebo Samuels. He beats one man. There he goes. And Serge, wait, I can't get Serge out of my mouth now. And Roberto, then you'll be saying things like, oh, God, I feel so much better. Remember you, Roberto?
By Saturday, I'll be already awake.
Yeah, I know. Because that game is early afternoon. At least it's not in the morning, because if East Coast 10 o'clock. Come on, man. 1 o'clock. 1:40, I believe. 1:25, 1:30, yeah, something like that. Forgot the time. But anyway, yeah, Roberto. Hey, Roberto, what are some of your favorite moments on
watch.
I'm sorry, say again.
I said I'm going to watch it.
There you go. Roberto, what is your favorite Jimmy G touchdown this year? Because I was sitting there thinking about, do I have a favorite Jimmy G touchdown? I thought about it for a few minutes. I do have one. But what is your favorite touchdown of G's this year?
I would say the Saints game.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. The one where, Emmanuel Sanders gets up off the ground. First of all, makes a great catch. And there's the Saints are too late. Sanders gets up on the ground. There he goes toward the end zone. They go! That was my favorite too.
Yeah, man. That's like my number one favorite touchdown of this year.
George Kittle had that one against the Seahawks where the Seahawks thought they stopped him. And Jimmy G, and this is in the clink, George was boink, and they throwed him out the end zone, and the referees, hey, Seahawks, you may as well put him back in the end zone, man. It's a touchdown. Hey, Deebo Samuels against the Ravens. That touchdown where he goes all the way downfield. Marcus Peters, get out of the way. Give me the ball. Boom! Touchdown, San Francisco. It's been some fun.
Hell yeah! And you know what? What's the best part? First it was the Jimmy G touchdown, and then second it was when all the Saints fans got all upset when we won.
And they weren't asking no questions. And when anybody said, "Who that?" Not y'all.
Yeah. Who that? Who that? We that.
Y'all ain't that.
We that.
We that.
We that Niners.
Oh man.
We are the real dad. We are the real weekend. Yeah.
So Roberto, you got Jimmy G this weekend. This is gonna be a shining moment. Roberto's sister. Here she comes. Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof, woof. Who let the dogs out? Roberto, we gotta go before your sister gets there.
You know who let the dogs out?
Who?
You did.
Roberto,
You did.
I'm gonna be looking for you Saturday after the game. Okay, you get some rest. I'm gonna see you later. All right.
Okay, man. I'll see you this weekend then.
Looking forward to it, Roberto. All right, fam.
All right,
Talk to
man.
you later.
All right, man. See you this
Saturday.
weekend, man. Peace out.
All right. Peace out, fam.
All right, man. Peace out. Bye-bye. Peace.
And like in 4647 says, we kicked the Vikings into the playoffs, and it's only right we be the ones that kicked them out as well. Oh, God. I just wonder which Vikings we're going to see, because they look like crap against the Packers here. What was that, 2 or 3 weeks ago? What was it, 2 weeks? And then they look like they looked last week. But you know what? I'm starting to wonder about the Saints. What's going on with the Saints? Hey, AJ. AJ. Let's give AJ the rest of the night off. Let's see. Hey, and there he is. Shaleo. Wait, Shaleo. Let me get this right, man. Shaleo. Shaleo.
Man, oh man. Hey, before we start the Jimmy G praising, how about the Cowgirls? How about the Traders? How about the Seacocks? And how about the Lambs? These were the same fans that were saying that Jimmy Garoppolo was going to be shit. We wasted our money.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't know how many people I heard on Facebook
I do.
saying,
I've heard some of them too.
You paid Jimmy G that much money. What if he chokes?
Oh.
What the fuck?
I'm so glad you brought that up, Shaleo. Rams fans, who paid the most money and who got less in return? Yeah, I want makes me. I want a cha-cha. I want a mambo. I don't know why Rudy won't come and visit us at least sometimes. Dang it. But you know what? This is what I'm talking about. He is not a franchise quarterback. Shaleo, I mean, man, come on, we got, and also Derek Carr over in Oakland. Man, you guys, man, Jimmy G he ain't better than Derek Carr. He ain't better than Jared Goff. Where are those two quarterbacks? And where is Jimmy G?
Ronbo, it's really funny because these same Raiders fans were saying that Derek Carr is better than Jimmy G. Now they're turning against Derek Carr, and they want a new quarterback.
Woo! I love it. They'll shut the hell up now. I've been waiting for that for a long time. Raider fans, they are still the worst. Hawks fans come in a close second, and Rams fans are third. Cowboys don't talk much anymore.
They're so delusional, Rumbo.
I know.
They're so delusional, Rumbo. I was looking, I think I was seeing one of the Raider podcasts, and they were talking about how they should trade the whole farm just for one guy. I'm like, you guys are fucking delusional. But go ahead. I like this. Come on, keep talking about how you're going to trade the farm, start over again.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already playing in Vegas. They already have this electronic toilet stadium.
That flushes whole bodies down at once. That'll be good though, because if it's Raider fans, I hope that toilet is wide enough to get.
You know how they have the robot vacuum? Yeah, that looks like the robot. What you call it? Toilet.
It rolls around. It rolls around a stadium, and you can just jump on there whenever you like. Chanel, we're getting crazy. Great. Chanel, what about the 49ers as far as Jimmy G? Give a little bit of evaluation of his performance this year. And will he lead us into the playoffs? No problem.
Very good. Very good this season. Everyone showed up. Everyone showed up to play. There was no problems like there was last year. I'm not going to name any names, but
Yeah.
a lot of incidents that happened. But, we got ourselves together, and we played very well. All games are close games.
All of them.
We were in it. It was like a playoff game, Rumbo. Like the games against the Saints, the games against the Ravens. It
This
was
is why I
really
know it's going to be a
close.
blowout this weekend, fam. I'm telling you right now. People going to get mad at me. I'm looking for an explosion. The defense is all intact. 49ers are fired up and rested. Ain't had no rest in 13 weeks. Best believe somebody's going to get hurt this Saturday. And unfortunately, it's the Vikings coming into town.
Man, I hope they unleash Rich James and Dante Pettis a little bit. I hope Dante Pettis gets it together, man.
That would
It
be
hasn't been
interesting.
his year this year.
But Dante Pettis, he likes Xavier Rhodes. If Kyle dials him up, I'm going to laugh. I say, Kyle, what are you doing? What's up? There he goes. Oh, Dante loves him some Xavier Rhodes. That's a 35-yard gain. The only thing that stopped Dante was his shoe came off. Oh, I love it.
I got some words for Akello, too. Akello, get your shit together.
Please.
I don't care if you have to punch him. I don't care if you have to slap him.
Oh.
Don't let him score, God damn it.
15 yards, I'll take that, but not or half the distance is a goal. But don't give up them
Slap him,
TDs.
punch him, I don't
Yes.
care.
Oh.
Try to even chest it. Get
Fam,
that
we gotta
thing
go.
away, man.
Shalil, let me see
All right,
Friday.
later, Rumbo. Shout out to Niner Empire. Later, Rumbo. You have a good one. Thank you for the platform.
Oh, thank you, Shalil. Appreciate it, fam. My pleasure. And let's go check out.
Go Niners!
Let's go check out Jay. J man. J man. Jay.
Yo.
Jay, I've been looking for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to know your opinion of one of the NFL's top 10 quarterbacks, Jimmy G.
Four-star Jimmy, that's my man.
Oh, I like that. Somebody says it,
best in
Jimmy
the
the
game.
Hitman G. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy, he the best. He going to throw at least 3 touchdowns this
I
weekend.
think so. I really do.
Oh, yeah, we're going
49ers are fired up. They've been waiting for this chance.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Jimmy just had to get warmed up, get his feet together.
Yes.
You know, this is his first full season.
And get some motivation. And Jay,
Oh, yeah.
you know how people be saying the 49ers came in there BSing against the Atlanta Falcons, and every now and then they lay down cold and act like they ain't serious? Shh. Anybody thinks the 49ers ain't going to be serious this weekend's going to have a surprise coming. It's going to be a treat.
Oh, yeah, especially after everybody that hated on them. Oh, man, we're going to blow these boys out.
But rested for 2 weeks, it's like a sailor coming into to the dock. First thing he wants to know is, where the girls at? The 49ers going to be the same way this weekend. Where the Vikings at? Bring them out here.
Oh, yeah. We ain't scared of nobody, you know. We got our leader out there, Jimmy G. You know, he leads the team. He ain't go as far as Jimmy G goes. You see how far he's been lifting so far.
Tell you. I mean, it's going to be I think it's going to be a good game for the first half. Because they're a good team. But I think the 49ers start beating them up starting the second half, and then we start running motion on them, tiring them out. And then when they get too tired, we bombs away. Big Debo going downfield. Can you imagine trying to stop Debo at full speed or George Kittle when you're tired?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we're going to blow them out from the beginning. You remember what happened to the Browns when we came off that bye week?
I know. I've been reminding people about that. Last time we came off a bye week, somebody got hurt real bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, we just got it going. It feels good, baby.
And you know something, Jay? When I think about it, actually, Cousins is just a little bit better than Baker Mayfield. So this could be exactly what we're talking about.
We get that pressure on Cousins. He's going to give us the ball once or twice.
Yeah. They're going to try to, but see, everybody keeps saying, man, they're going to roll Cousins out in that moving pocket on y'all and beat you. You know, people, you can't talk to nobody before that, man. They're going to roll that pocket out on Cousins, man. They're going to beat y'all like a drum, like everybody else do. Man, look here. Y'all talking about Jared Goff and you're talking about who else tried to run the moving pocket on us? Anyway, everybody can't do that. Some people can do it, and some can't. So if you think Cousins, he's pretty good at the bootleg, but we've already had that done to us too many times. So don't look for that to be effective each and every Sunday or every weekend.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and now we got D4 and Bosa coming off both from the edges. Yeah. Man, that ain't gonna happen. And we got Quan gonna clean up.
Mm-hmm. Dre's learning. I got Dre Greenlaw. Dre's seen that enough too. So I'm not. Go ahead, get your little moving pocket. Get moved out of it.
Oh yeah, man. I got this defense lights out, man. This defense gonna come out there and play. They gonna hit hard, and that offense gonna run so smooth with Jimmy. He's gonna tell you, Jimmy about to take that next level.
Damn. I'm thinking though, Jimmy. How many touchdowns you got for Jimmy J?
At least three. At least three.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I like 3. And
look, they got two of their corners, Mike Hughes and Islander out of the game. They gone.
Xavier Rose was running around like his shoulder was broke last week. So I can't wait to see what they look like.
And then Trey Wayne, you know, they've been having problems with him years. They talk about him like they talk about Akello.
Look, I don't know. He's very strange. He keeps up with the receiver because he's got great speed, but you can still make a play on him. That's very interesting about him.
He ain't got them cover skills.
Yeah, and see, it shows because he was the hottest thing. I wanted him in the draft that year. I remember, man, get Trey Waynes. So I got over that.
Me too. And then another thing, Adam Fina, he got his. They just said he got hurt in practice. He hurt his ankle.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. So they got issues. That's why we don't want that wild card spot. Bad news.
You already know.
Jay, we gotta go, fam. Hey, I'll see you Friday, okay?
Alrighty. Have a blessed night, Ronbo.
Thanks, Jay. You too, fam.
All right, I'm gonna call this out. All right, appreciate it.
Appreciate you, fam. There goes Jay.
Alrighty, have a blessed night, fam.
All right, fam. You too, thanks. Wait a minute. Hawks fans, I know they're not in there talking about the 49ers ain't won no ring in how long. See, here's the thing about Hawks fans. See, the Hawks fans won 1 ring. How you going to talk with 1 ring? I could see if you had 2, maybe even 3. But y'all got 1 ring. Come on, man. Y'all talk about anything with a 49er fan but rings. Don't do that. You just embarrass yourself. Hey, Dancing with Nintendo Star says, I'm praying for a good referee team for this game. I know, right? Man, because refs can determine games. I don't want us to be in the fourth quarter situation where the ref can actually do that. I'd like to see the 49ers don't be in a position where the referees can take the game away from you, because that's what they'll do. You know, it's like as if they were on some kind of a. I don't want to believe that. Hey, Nintendo Stars, thanks, fam. I'm praying for the same thing. Raymond!
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing tonight?
Oh, you know I'm doing all right, man. Because I'm sitting up there and I was worried about Jimmy G at the beginning of the season like everybody else, but I knew he was just trying to grow. And tonight I said, man, we ought to talk about Jimmy G tonight and see what people think about Jimmy G at the end of the season as we go into the playoffs. Do you trust him now? And do you believe we can go through the playoffs with him and kick butt?
Man, that's an easy question, Ronbo. I ain't never not trust Jimmy, except when C.J. Beathard was playing and we got him, and I was telling you that I want to see him play. And y'all was talking about, no, I'm not playing and stuff.
Raymond still remembers.
I told him, yeah. And I told him I want to see who he think he is. And he came in and went on that streak and won us out when we was, man, listen here. We playing with house money, Ronbo. This cat, Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, is outdoing their contract. They're outdoing their time, okay? This is an unbelievable turnaround, okay? So I don't care what no other franchise talk about. They don't talk about the right thing. You know how good, you know how great we are right now, man? We was just, come on, man. Look, what was our record last 2 years?
Did we? Oh, you can
The
add them
bottom
all
of
up
the
on
barrel,
two
yo. These
hands.
cats thought we was a
Wait,
joke. I'll
6,
pull up right now on YouTube
4.
where this dude said we was gonna go 3-13. All right,
Adam
and he's
rank.
supposed to be and he's supposed to be a sports analyst on TV. We were no out of nowhere. We playing with house money, and we in home field advantage playing with house money. Man, I'm so proud of my squad, man, and I'm so proud of my coaching staff and my owner for moving out the way because it's been a lot of years that I had to suffer and watch garbageness out there on the football field and watch everybody else cheer and glee. And for these boys to come in here and turn my team around in one season is what I'm talking about. They talk about Bill Belichick if they want. Now, I say all that to say
Good call.
this dude, Kyle Shanahan, very smart, Ronbo. You know what he's doing. He's not about to show everybody all his plays. Man, watch this. Watch this, man. This is his game. He cannot come out there running the ball against a stacked front. He need to make adjustments quick. He need to show his talent right now and bust these boys' ass early. So they can't even get no running game going, nothing. So they gotta be forced to pass. Then we know what time it is. And this dude on defense, this coach on defense, he need to send some more fire, man. He need to heat him up and force Kirk Cousins to throw the ball quick, man, so we could get some picks and some interceptions.
Raymond, you know who you got back, right? You got a front four now that looks like it did at the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
Kirk can have
and
more
now
time.
we're going to get some sacks.
Yeah.
We was 8-0 when we had our full squad. I can't wait till my boy. I want to see 56 get back out there. If they let 56 get back out there, it's a problem.
He'll be out there. He'll be out there Saturday afternoon. And I'm actually going to get him in on them plays, third down plays and
I
passing.
ain't going to believe it. I ain't even looking at it. I don't going to believe it. Because if that dude come out the tunnel,
it's going to make people crazy.
Over, get these dudes out the field. It's going to be a home game. The fans going to be fired up. And in that building, the 49ers probably going to be in there deep, too. Because we, like I said, we a historic franchise. But I'm so proud of my team. Win, lose, or draw, they overachieve everything they have done this season, period. So I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if we lose the next game. If we get to the Super Bowl and lose, I don't care. I'm proud. I'm not about to dog none of my
And you
squad.
should be, Raymond, because we be at the beginning of a dynasty. Remember, we got to go, though, fam. Let me see you Friday.
And Jimmy G's still young, so y'all could criticize him all you want. He's the truth. He's the truth.
He'll be good.
That's why Tom Brady and Bill Belichick about to argue right now. Because Jimmy G about to go to the Super Bowl.
That'd be funny. I hadn't thought about that. All right, Raymond.
Yeah.
Let me see you later, fam.
Go Niners, man. Hey, Ronbo, I appreciate you giving us this platform, man. You dedicated and you a realist, man. So shout out to you, man. All right,
it's a pleasure,
go Niners.
All right, night, Raymond. All right, and Jorge. Is this my Jorge or another Jorge?
Yeah.
All right.
Hello.
Jorge.
You hear me?
Oh, it is you. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's me.
I haven't talked to you in such a
It's
long
Chloe
I used to
Maxwell.
know Jorge. Oh, it's Chloe. Yes, indeed. Yes. What's up, y'all?
Hi.
Chloe, how you doing, Chloe? What you been up to?
I've been up to school and taking down the Christmas decorations.
Just now? I love it.
Yeah.
You know, Chloe, you know, it's January. We're almost in the middle of January. But you know what? It's fun, isn't it? Leave that Christmas tree. It's such a memory. You have a good Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of memories on this Christmas. These are the fun ones. You got to make sure that that Santa Claus continues to bring those goodies. He should come back a second time. Yeah, Chloe, call and see if he can come back and make another trip, and tell him your Christmas tree is still up. Don't take it down yet.
Okay.
Woo. Hey, Chloe, how do you feel about Jimmy Garoppolo? Is he your special quarterback?
Yeah, I have a lot of jerseys of Garoppolo and shirts.
All right. You think he's going to win this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many touchdowns you got him throwing? 3. Chloe? Did I lose Chloe?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many touchdowns for Jimmy G this weekend? They pick 1, 3, or will he throw 5 touchdowns?
4.
All right. Good number, Chloe. Can't fool Chloe. I gave too many. 5 was too many. Chloe, hey, let me speak to your dad for a few minutes too, all right? You have a great night.
Okay.
All right.
She wants to know when you're going to have MC Niner give her a shout out.
Hey, because MC's all in the gambling and everything. I'm going to have, yes. MC will definitely acknowledge next time I can find him. MC's like, dude's been winning money this year, and you see MC like here and there. Dude is busy.
He likes to come in, and then he has some words with you, you know what I mean? I think that's great.
He likes to harass me.
Love that. Just love it. I love it.
Hey,
check this out, right?
Go ahead.
You know what? This excitement's been going on, Ronbo, since the moment we drafted Bosa. We just felt it in the air. We were talking about it before the season started, and you were talking about it too. Like, we were talking about, every season we have these good hopes and stuff like that, even ones that we had the down seasons, right? But it was on the build-up. But this one was, I just felt it in the air. I was like, and I see you talking about it too. You're talking about other fam, and I'm like, you know what? Something's different, man. I feel it. And it's going to come together. It's going to be special.
Mm-hmm.
And look
people
how
got
fast
mad at
it's
me about
coming
that. I got
together.
people getting mad at me about that too. Say, man, come on, Ronbo, man, you're delusional. People don't like to believe the 49ers can get better. Knew it.
No. The hate is real. You know what I mean? I know you're talking about how the statistics go where they have to do the ratings and stuff like that. So we're like at the bottom or something. They just basically talk about us if they have to, right? And I'm like, man, dude, like we just gotta go take it and make him talk about us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, that's the thing.
Sometimes I feel that.
Or, sometimes we are rated high, and they still talk bad about it. Jimmy G's a top 10 quarterback, and in some categories he ranks statistically as high as number 3, and they still... Well, the 49ers are a good team, but Jimmy G is the weakest link. What? Oh. Whoa. How come? This is what makes me
I just want to be
mad.
like, go look in the mirror and go slap yourself. Come on, man. What's wrong with you?
Stop picking on him. He's doing a good job. First year?
Good.
That offense? Man.
Good. Someone done put something bad in their cereal in the morning. I don't know what they're talking about or what it did to their brain, but they're talking insane. I don't know what they're talking. They're crazy.
That's right. And he never takes it seriously. That's what I like about Jimmy. Because he hears the noise around him. He ain't paying it no mind, though. He just goes out there and gets his job done. It's like the Everson Griffin over in Minnesota. Yeah, man. Jimmy was scared. I know Jimmy hasn't forgotten about that last year. Man, that fool's out there talking about how scared Jimmy was during that first game. Boy, I hope he looks for Everson first. Oh, I know we're out of time.
I love it because you talk about everybody talks about I love this. It's just like it's this show you have. It's also therapeutic for you, me, and everybody because I see when you get all hyped up and you start talking to a few callers and they start talking all that good stuff that for our advantage or what we needed to calm down about, and we're like, yeah, you know what, I feel better now. And I was like, sometimes
no, really, I do.
I'm like, I feel better now too.
All right, we gotta go though, fam. You and Chloe, don't wait so long to get back, and we've been looking for you. All right.
Well, I know. Hey, I've been having problems trying to get on the Zoom, so that's why I called in. That's why I don't know what's going on. I gotta maybe get a new phone or what's going on. But I know sometimes
that's not your phone. We've been having issues with Zoom, so we're gonna get that corrected as soon as we can, though. Right?
Oh, okay, cool. Because I was looking
your
like,
phone's okay.
Yo, I can't even get in there.
We definitely want to see y'all.
Bye, Uncle Ronbo.
Bye,
Clay. We're going to say ooh la la.
You ready? I'm singing ooh la la.
La.
Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
No worries, Ronbo.
No worries, Ronbo. We're going to win.
I know it. I believe it, Chloe. You guys get in there Saturday or after the game or something. We'll talk about it more, okay? All right.
You know it. Woo-hoo.
All right.
Talk to you soon.
Night, guys.
Night.
And let's go. It's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Hey, show. That little remark about my ceiling, even though it's true, there was no need to expose me like that.
I had to bring you back down to earth somehow. Anyways, Ronbo, I heard somebody earlier mention my theme song in a potential album debut, I want 10% of that album, the profits of the album that you're gonna sell out. If my
Royalties.
name's mentioned there.
Yes, indeed.
Royalties, exactly.
Yes.
There you go.
Hey,
anyways.
No, go ahead.
No, what's going on?
Because if there's anybody that's got something to say about Jimmy G, it's got to be you.
Oh, you know me. He's another one of my clients. He's another one of my clients that I defend, so that I'll defend till I die. We knew exactly he had the tangibles of a franchise quarterback in 2017 when he made his debut against that Seahawks team. The way he's poised in the pocket, the way he doesn't panic in the pocket, unlike Kirk Cousins, who
all kind of stuff going on around.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and he hardly makes any mistakes, and he throws a really good deep ball. He improved on his deep ball accuracy, actually.
Didn't he, since last year? Yes.
Yeah, very, very much so a lot. And also, one of the things I love about Jimmy Garoppolo that riles up Stephen A. Smith, and we got to get it right. You got to say, pull and style, Jimmy.
I know, like he says it exactly. Put a W in there instead of an R.
I don't want Stephen A. Smith to start respecting Jimmy Garoppolo because we thrive off of criticism and we thrive off of hate. You know what I mean? I don't want anybody to start talking good about us because if they do, then
no chip on the shoulder. That's a good point.
No chip on the shoulder anymore. You know what I mean? So I'm not looking for respect from any of those guys. And Trez said that a long time ago. Don't look for respect from anybody. They've hated us ever since we won those 5 Super Bowls with 2 good quarterbacks.
It's kept Richard Sherman fresh and 18-ish. I mean, Richard Sherman's flying around now like he's a man on a mission, and he is. Richard's still talking too. I love it.
And another thing, the criticism has helped Sherman reach those incentives in his contract. I mean, the man made the Pro Bowl.
$1 million for the
Pro
Bowl.
The man's made an all-team Pro. He's elite. There's not much more to say about Richard Sherman other than he's good. And his critics about his contract helped him reach those incentives out of his contract. They made fun of his contract, actually, of how little it was. But they don't understand how our front office works and how we can move on from players should they not perform up to their contract standards and everything like that.
But Sean,
they throw those incentives.
The real thing there, though, is that he believed in himself. And if anybody says, Sherm setting himself up, what if you don't make it? Sherm made it. I'm telling you, I'm delighted.
Same thing with Jimmy Garoppolo. This year was supposed to be a year of an ROI type of year for the front office to see if the front office got their money's worth in Jimmy Garoppolo, and he showed the front office that he deserves to be with us for years to come, regardless of what Stephen A. Smith has to say.
And Mike Florio,
you know what I mean?
The worst. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't want Kirk Cousins. Are you kidding me? That's the biggest joke right there. That they're still talking about that, about possibly moving on from him, Jimmy Garoppolo. That's like the biggest mistake our franchise can make, and move on to somebody. Yeah, he's good with Kyle Shanahan and familiar with Kyle Shanahan, but Jimmy is it. He's got the it factor that Kirk Cousins doesn't have.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can tell that in a quarterback.
You can, and Jimmy G comes under pressure situations. You won't see some of those goal line situations where Jimmy G gets that ball threaded in between a needle and hits his receivers for touchdowns to win. Oh, come on, man! You can't teach that stuff. And then some of the stuff he comes off a schedule and throws, man. That's people can't talk about Jimmy G. He's going to get better too.
And another telling sign that Jimmy Garoppolo is really good is Tom Brady had his ass shipped out of New England because he was threatened by him potentially taking his starting job away from him. And I guarantee you, Jimmy Garoppolo would have won that playoff game over Tom Brady. Bill Belichick wanted to move on from Tom Brady, and Tom Brady went up to Robert Kraft and bitched about it and said, "No, we're keeping you for another couple more years. We're going to ship Jimmy off for a second-round pick." And that's when you knew Jimmy broke the internet that day. When we traded for him, that's how you knew, and those stories started coming out of New England about how Tom bitched to Robert Kraft. That's how you knew Jimmy Garoppolo was really good. I mean, we haven't seen him played yet, but that's obviously telling. right there if that blew up that big. You know what I mean? So.
All that stuff is just been. We've gone over it before, and it's got to be true. Jimmy Garoppolo's a real deal, and he just needed time to heal up from that injury and get back on his horse again. It's fine. Big Show.
And imagine arrested Emmanuel Sanders. Are you kidding me? He's going to go off this weekend.
All of them. I mean, all of them.
Yeah.
These guys are fresh and feeling good. So we're gonna go. Show. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna see you Friday.
Sure.
Get your score ready.
Shout
so
out
we
to
can
the
go
TNT
nuts.
family. You'll have a good night and stay safe out there. Take care.
Thanks, Show. Have a good night. And let's go check out Vince. Vince.
Ronbo.
Vince. What's up?
What's going on, Ronbo?
Vince, playoffs getting ready to go to this NFC Championship. I'm not calming down. People have told me to just press the brake, Ronbo. Press the brake. Scale it back. Scale it back. You got to remain cool and calm. Hey, Vince, have you been cool and calm through this whole thing? Because, Vince, we don't come to do this.
Hell no.
That's what I'm talking about. For what?
Hell no.
Listen, how's that record go? Turn it down for what? You know? Yes.
And then we're going to have hit the ground. Hit the ground. Quan Alexander coming back.
Yeah. Woo.
Nah, but
don't let
I wanted to address about this Witherspoon. He's got to be on a short leash, you know? Like,
I got a feeling
Emmanuel Mosley has been coming up with plays after plays. When he came in for him, he got that interception against the Panthers, you know? That DK Metcalf, he came through right at the last minute, and he came in with 2 minutes, you know, a 2-minute drive. Like, this is it. And he had no warm-ups. Like, you know what I mean? He wasn't in the game at all. Right. He's barely warming up. So it's like, hey, man, they should go with the, you know, how Shanahan is going with the hard hand. They should have left Mosley. But I think what I'm thinking is it could be a little smoke screen maybe that, you know, they just want the Vikings to plan for Spoon, you know? So they're probably right there licking their chops.
Oh.
And then something happens in the beginning of the game. Oh, Mosley's going to come in. Or I think that might happen. I don't know. You know?
It could be. That would be hilarious. They already planned it. Kirk's got all his plays lined up. He's going right at 23. 23 ain't here today. Uh-oh. What do we do now, Coach?
Yeah.
Well, throw it 25.
You know how Shanahan doesn't like to reveal his cards.
I know.
You know, Shanahan don't like to reveal his cards, so, you know. And, yeah, that's what I think. But, I mean, I want E-Man in there, but, you know, we'll see what happens come Saturday. I'm excited, though, Ronbo. I'm excited. Man, this is an unbelievable season. Listening to you, you know, I hardly call in, but, you know, when I do, you know, I'm listening, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm listening.
Hey, appreciate you, man.
It's been an unbelievable season, though. Yeah, nah, I get you, you know, and I'm at work too, so. But I mean, hey, unbelievable season, Jimmy G. You know, the biggest critics of him is that big old dude, Whitlock.
Oh, don't get me started on Jason, man. No. Jesus,
man, he's the biggest, and he's just a hater, dude. He's just a hater, man.
He's worse than Stephen A. At least Stephen A. is somewhat
he's worse at times.
But I just want to smack with his. Oh man, Whitlock is just stupid.
Whitlock.
He does that on purpose.
Yeah,
he knows he's
Tony
Gonzalez, talking BS.
All these guys are on there. Yeah, like I think Husmanzada and Gonzalez, and I even think what's his name, Wiley.
Yeah.
They try to tell this guy like, hey man, what more do you want this guy to do? Oh well, he hasn't been to the playoffs. He hasn't, like, come on, man.
And then he looks, and then he has that stupid face. Well, I'm just not sold on Jimmy G. That's when you want to just right through the television screen, just right in the eye, just shut up.
Yeah, man.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. So I mean, it's all gonna go down this Saturday, and I'm gonna let you go, Ronbo, but I wanted you to give a little birthday shout out because for my daughter, my kids, they call you every time I put you on. Yeah, they'll be like, "Hey, Uncle Ronbo." They call you Uncle Ronbo, you know. So.
Wait. You say it's their
her
birthday?
name's Faye.
What
No,
was
my daughter.
today?
No, it was she's a New Year's baby, but I try to come in on that day, but or after, you know.
Hey, where is she at right now? She sleep?
Yeah, she's at home asleep. You know, I'm at work, but I'm gonna show her later on. I'm gonna come back to the video, and that way,
Hey,
you know,
we do that.
she knows.
What's her name? We can do it right now.
Faye.
Is it Faye?
Yeah, Faye.
Faye. Okay. Are you ready? Get ready. Here we go.
Yeah. Here we go.
Happy night. Happy night is birthday, Faye. Happy night is birthday. A little late to Faye. Happy night. Birthday to the New Year's baby, Faye. Faye.
That's right, Ronbo. Hey, thank you, Ronbo. Hey, we're gonna win this Saturday. We're gonna win this Saturday, baby.
Yes.
It feels great, baby.
Yo, been ready to go to the NFC Championship game,
baby.
Yes.
All
right,
Ronbo.
Vince. Have a good night, fam. Oh man, what is them Hawks fans talking about? Well, I tell you what, Hawks fans, y'all can talk about Russell Wilson being an MVP. You can talk about how you used to beat the 49ers over and over, but you cannot get into a conversation of who has the most trophies. We're checking for AJ one more time. AJ. Hey, AJ. Matter of fact, the Hawks were allowed to join the NFC West after they got tired of them in the AFC. You know what I'm saying? So, and then again, you got people counting, well, since the Hawks joined the NFC West, they pretty much have more NFC championships than anybody else in the division. The rest of the time, since the Hawks have been in, the others have been spread out amongst the 49ers, the Rams, and the Cardinals. Y'all be talking major stuff, don't you? I got news for y'all. Mathematically, that's the way it is right now. Overall, your accolades don't begin to amount to what the 49ers have done. Your rings, anybody if you're watching right now, in your lifetime, Hawks fan, you will never see the day when you actually catch up with the 49ers Lombardi count. How does that hit you? It's true. Shut up. Hey, hey, Vincent Chagora says, hey, Ron Bizzo, give me a shout out, Vincent. 49ers baby empire, let's get this. And Josh says, can I hear you call Jimmy G, Jimmy, the Hitman G? Yeah, I like that. As Coach says, we are going to see a lot of boot, play action, and zone run from the Vikes. Our defense has to play discipline, and we got this. Offense just needs to execute. And Kyle is a wizard of scheming, and we'll win. Yeah, you know. And that's a formula now because nobody's going to stand. And Coach is probably right. They're not going to stand there and allow Kirk Cousins to be mutilated. But you know what? It depends on how fast that ball gets snapped. I mean, you know, I think Robert Saleh, a very brilliant individual that he is finally going to come up with ways. And all he needed was time to negate. In order to negate something, you need to get some reps in on it, right? Everybody's going to run this. The time has come after this many weeks of seeing that over and over and over and over again. And you see Fred Warner, and I got a feeling Fred did that on his own. Guys, go ahead, keep leaning to the right. Lean a little bit to the left. Lean to the right. Throw the ball. Jump them routes right and left. This could be a day when you see, oh, I do believe. And see, unlike Dre Greenlaw, Quan has seen this before. Now, you're going to go ahead and play that. Go ahead. And And Coach also says after our pass rush knocks down Cousins for the 15th time, Bosa's going to say, hey, Kirk. Instead of saying, Kirk, you good? He said, Kirk, you like that? And then, can you see Bosa and Ford go by some? He said, how you like that? How you like him now? Bap, bap. Hey, Kirk, get up. Let's play. Get up, Kirk. Kirk. Hey, guys, can you see Kirk getting carried out the field for getting blasted? A Bosa and Ford sandwich. Bam! Remember that last year, when we had Aldon Smith and also Aaron Lynch on opposite sides when we went to New York? Even Manning Eli didn't even want to see this because he had enough of the 49ers before. Aldon Smith just came off a suspension, and here he comes. And, I mean, Aaron Lynch was looking awesome that year. They sandwiched up Eli all day long. 49ers had 5 INTs that day. So you see, this is why you need to have both doors. Eric Armstead does a great job, but he does an even better job when he's got his running mate on the other side. You got to have speed coming off the edge. I can't wait to see this. Okay. Javon Burgess, it's my birthday. Because you make me do that again. I'm going to better leave where everybody has a birthday. All of a sudden, I can see me now. Javon, here we go. Happy Niners birthday to Javon. Happy birthday, Javon. Happy. I wonder if Elvis is. I wonder if he's a Niners fan. Happy Niners birthday to Trevor. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. We got here? Is that Fresh Looks? Fresh Looks! He says, Brady. Fresh Looks. Thank you for that contribution. And you know what? When they were having that discussion, I was like laughing to myself. I forget which network I was listening to when I heard him say that. But would Brady be either attracted to go to the Chargers or would he like the lights of Las Vegas? Can you imagine that? I cannot. That would be sort of like shameful to see Brady wearing any other uniform besides a Patriot uniform. I can't imagine that. Tom, retire. Even for those of us who don't appreciate you being a Patriot, I can't stand it, man. You're a god. Don't go out like that. Oh, hey, Fresh. Fresh Looks, thanks, fam, for bringing that up. Now you got me rolling on that. That's really scary. I do not. You can't do it, Tom. Stay with the Patriots. Work something out. Get some more entertainment. Basically true. Call Gronk and see if he'll come back next year. Get some guys around you that can catch the ball. You didn't have a receiving core. We all know it. I agree. But don't go to the Raiders. Oh, please don't do that. Anyway, fam, hit that like. And I'll see you Friday. Niners! Ooh la la.